K, can we do a recap today, Coach? Can we do a little recap for the people today? I hope so, but that's what we're going to be doing. So we have a recap today. If you missed yesterday, we're going to do that. Plus, we got new lessons. We got new teachers in the room. Who's excited? Who heard that Seven Buffins is coming on stage today to teach a little bit of social media? We got some amazing speakers coming in the room today. So don't leave. Don't leave. Plus, at the very end of today, Coach K is giving out a MacBook to one person who stays at the very end. Who's claiming their MacBook? Just put me in the chat if you're already claiming that MacBook today. Listen, last thing I want is for you to leave the room and then your name get called out. Yesterday, I picked two people for giveaways and they weren't even here in the room. So make sure that you are here to the very end with your camera on. All right, camera on real quick. Camera on. All right, see Trish is here with the camera on. Alvin's here. Good to see you again, Alvin. Who else we got? Casey's here with their camera on. I love it. So before we get started, I want to go over a few things for you all. Number one, Coach K has a brand new podcast episode dropping tonight. Who here is subscribed to Access Granted? Let me know in the chat if you're here and you're subscribed to Access Granted. Some of y'all didn't even know that Coach K had a podcast. All right, so this is what I want you all to do. Coach K has another episode dropping tonight. I want you all to go support her. So team, I want to make sure everybody's subscribed to YouTube and the audio podcast. Everybody click the links in the chat. The team is dropping the links. I want everybody before tonight's episode drops that you guys go and you subscribe. If you're clicking the link in the chat, you may see this. You may see the audio version. This is the audio page. You can go here and you can click listen on and listen to Spotify. You can subscribe on Apple Podcast. But I'm going to choose one person who goes and subscribes to YouTube and one of their audio platforms. So go to subscribe to Access Granted by Coach K on YouTube and on your Apple Podcast, Spotify. And I want you to take screenshots as proof and put it in the Facebook group. All right. And then, Coach, what we're going to do is at the very end of the day, I'm going to send you a screenshot of the winner so we can give that away. We're going to give away a prize to somebody. So if you're already subscribed, it's okay. Go take a screenshot and put in the Facebook group. You could get chosen. All right. So subscribe to audio and YouTube and then take a screenshot of each one once you're following her or subscribed on those platforms. And then go take a screenshot and put it in the Facebook group. All right. So everybody go do that right now. Right here, right now, so we can go support her tonight on this next podcast drop. She drops episodes almost weekly in her audio and YouTube. So that's number one. Number two, shout out to all the VIPs. I want to remind everybody that we have a VIP session happening today at the very end, and replays are going to be sent out to all VIPs tonight. So if you're here and you haven't got the replays just yet, there's still time for you to do so. So if you're here and you're like, but Coach, I'm not sure if I can stay all day today. This is my first day. I don't know if I'll be able to make it. It's all good. It's all good, you all. You can catch the replays with the VIP. I think VIP is only $49, y'all. Only $49 to get the replays. You might as well go ahead and do that. So team, drop the link for the VIP upgrade. Thank you so much, Levi and Reach and everybody else. There we go. The link is in the chat if you want to upgrade. I just want to let you all know, we've been having some email tech difficulties over the past 2 days. They're trying to block our email sending for some reason. So we'll make sure we text you guys all the information before the Q&A later. We'll make sure, and I'm working through the email sending stuff as well, but we should have it fixed today. So the replays will be sent to you guys after this event has wrapped tonight. All right. So those are the main things I wanted to cover today. We have a lot to go over. Very little time to do it. Go send this link to a friend. If you have somebody that you know would love this information, you have somebody that needs this information about grants, business, send them this link, you all. Send them this link. Now, shout out to everybody who joined the community. I wanted to also give a shout out to those that jumped in as lifetime yesterday. Who's my lifetime community members? Do we have any lifetime community members in the chat? Shout out to you all who took advantage of that opportunity. It was amazing. Coach still has that opportunity available, and she has a special surprise bonus she's throwing on today. So make sure you stay to the very end to hear, if you missed it, on how to get lifetime access of coaching with Coach K and our team. So with that being said, Coach, I'm going to pass the mic over to you. Let's go ahead and get day number 2 started. Let's go.
What's up, family? What's up? What's up? What's up? I need to drop ready in the chat. I need you to drop ready in the chat if you're ready to unlock day 2 of how you can get access to grants for your business. But I also want to make sure you allow me to do just a quick recap. Just a really quick recap of what we unlocked yesterday on how I was able to support you, the grants that we applied for, because we got some new people in the room. So, do you give me permission today just to do a quick recap of all the amazing things that we accomplished yesterday? Awesome, awesome. So, if you're just joining, welcome to the Fund Your Biz Summit. I have one mission and one goal, and that's to teach you how to get access to grants for your business. If you are just getting started, maybe you're a new entrepreneur, maybe you're an existing entrepreneur, maybe you're in the idea phase of your business, there is a company out there that will give you a grant to fund your business, to fund your dreams, and to help you elevate and help you grow your business. My job as your coach is to show you, guide you, and support you on getting access to the grants that are out there. But before we do this, and the reason why I actually do this is because as I started my business, I made a ton of mistakes. One of those mistakes that I made was not having the structure and the foundation of my business set up the right way. So, if you know anything about my story, one of the first grants that I received was a $500 grant. Shortly after that $500 grant, a company gave me $146,000. But the difference between me getting that $500 grant and that $146,000 grant was my business was set up and it was structured, and I was ready to receive the $100,000 that was out there. So before you go out and before you go try to get access to six figures in grants for your business, you got to believe and invest in you. Say, I invest in me in the chat. You got to believe and you got to invest in you. This means having the foundation of your business set up the right way. So it's having that LLC, having that nonprofit, having that EIN, having that business address, having that business bank account. How many people were able to successfully set up their business bank account yesterday? How many people still don't have their business bank account? Let me know in the chat. Okay, so this is what I want to do. This is what I want to do. I want to make sure that the people in the room are grant ready, that you're ready to receive the grant, because when you get access to a grant, it cannot go into your personal bank account. When you get access to a grant, they won't deposit into a Cash App account or a Chime account. It has to be a business bank account. So I want to do something special. Yesterday, we were able to bless somebody with $200 just for setting up their business bank account. I want to do that again today. I'm going to drop the link. Team, if you can drop the link for Bluevine, let's take a moment, a minute or two. We're going to all go set up our business bank accounts. And somebody that takes action, I'm going to bless you with $100 today, just for setting up your business bank account. $100 just for setting up your business bank account. So all you have to do is click the link. Click the link. And then it's going to take you to this Bluevine account. Bluevine is going to pay, they're going to give you up to $500 bonus for opening up your account. And then they're giving you 3% on the money that you have there. So you're going to make money just for doing business with them. Bluevine is good. Bluevine is good. Do it. Absolutely. Sequoia won. She won her money. I love it. I love it. All right. So all you're going to do is go here. You're going to go to open account. It's going to ask you for some information. And then you're going to take action. Once you go through the process of setting up your account, you want to screenshot it and put it in the Facebook group. Somebody that takes action is going to receive a $100 blessing, your first deposit or your first investment with your first investment from me into your business bank account. Type action in the chat if you're taking action. Type action in the chat if you're going to take action. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Yep, they're giving you up to $500 for establishing an account with them. Yep, absolutely. I already have mine. Congratulations. Yep, you can do that with here. Or you can do that here, Renee. I have mine. Congratulations, Tammy. Once you take action, take a screenshot, post it inside of the Facebook group. We're going to pick a winner at the end of this. What type of business account should I market as? So this is a question that most people have. So if you don't have your LLC yet, you have to do it as a sole proprietor. So if you don't have your LLC yet, you have to do it as a sole proprietor. If you already have your LLC, then you do it as your LLC. If you don't have your LLC and EIN, you have to do it as a sole proprietor and you have to use your whatever business name you desire, but you also have to use your personal social because you don't have an EIN yet. Comment done once you're done. Comment done once you're done. Well, I'm going to spend another couple of seconds on this, you guys, then we got to move forward. I just want to make sure that you're ready to receive the grants that are out there and available for you because most people see this opportunity, they see grants and they're not set up and structured the correct way. Even if you have an S corp, yep. Even if you have an S corp, there, yep. Can you have more than one business bank account if you desire? Yes, you can. I have multiple business bank accounts, but that's because I do different things. But if you desire, listen to Coach K about structure. Yep, the wrong address can hinder you think absolutely. Team, drop the link one more time. What Lisa wants the link for the business bank account. How or where can you withdraw the money at? You're going to get a debit card. So they're going to send you a debit card. You also can link it to your Apple Pay. You can link it to your Apple Pay same day. And they give you a virtual card if you need a virtual card. Okay, let's move forward, you guys. Let's move forward. I don't want to spend a lot of time on that. I don't want to spend a lot of time on that. Sorry. Okay, perfect. Click on the link, type your information in, save it, and then you can come back to it. You can come back and finish it out later. Okay. I want to move forward with day one. So the structure and the foundation is going to be key to helping us get access to the money and funding that's out there and available for us. So one of the things we talked about yesterday was the importance of setting up the business bank account. The business bank account is so that the grant funding can come in. There are also some companies that will give you revenue-based funding, but you have to have money that's going into a business bank account to receive the revenue-based funding. Yesterday, we also talked about the importance of actually finding the right grants that are out there and available for us. One of the websites that we viewed yesterday was GrantFind. GrantFind.io is a platform that has grants available for entrepreneurs. It's a platform that I have personally created because I realized that it is so challenging for entrepreneurs to find grants that are out there and available for them. So I decided to do something to make it simple for you. So team, if you can drop the link for GrantFind.io. This was actually your homework. It's just to go create an account with GrantFind so you can get access to multiple grants. So we're always updating the new and hottest grants that are out there and available for you to make this process easier for you to find grants that are out there, okay? There are some AI tools embedded inside of GrantFind. So if you need help applying for grants, if you need maybe your answers reviewed, there's some AI tools that will actually help you and support you with that as well. And then it's going to ask you a couple questions about how much money, how much grant funding do you need. It's going to walk you through a checklist of making sure that you are grant ready. And it's just there's no application fees on the grants that we're helping you apply for, supporting you with applying for. And we have done the research to make sure that the grants that are on there are authentic grants. They're real grants and there's no fluff when it comes to helping entrepreneurs get access to grants for the business. So it's success stories are there, application help, instant grants, grants that have a quicker turnaround than most grants. And we have just created this to be a strategy to help entrepreneurs get access to grants. So that's one thing we also covered yesterday. So team, you can drop the link for GrantFind. Thank you, team. The registered agent details is inside of your VIP portal. It won't be here, Laura. Awesome. All right. So then we uncovered how AI can help you get access to grants. We uncovered how AI can help you get access to grants and how AI can be your grant writer. We went to ChatGPT and we typed a simple prompt in. We said, act as a certified grant writer with over 10 years of experience and a 98% success rate. When we did this, ChatGPT actually generated us a grant proposal that we can use to go apply for multiple grants. Let me show you a quick example. Let's see if we can do a quick example of what we did yesterday, and then we'll move forward with day two. And we're going to apply for another grant, and then we're going to talk about how to actually pitch your business for a chance to get access to more grant funding that's out there. All right, so when you go to ChatGPT, and I'm just using ChatGPT as an example for this, you can use You can use Claude, you can use whatever AI tool you're using, you can actually type this prompt in. If you're in VIP, the prompt is already inside. All you have to do is copy and paste the prompt. But if you're going to ChatGPT, you can type this prompt in, and I'm going to time it just to see how long it takes, okay? So we're going to tell it, act as Act as a certified grant writer with over 10 years of experience and a 98% success rate. Your job is to write me a winning grant proposal for my childcare center. The name of my childcare center is ABC 123. We're looking for grants for community development, community event, hiring staff and hiring employees. And I need a detailed grant proposal to get access to the grants that are out there. All I'm going to do from there is I'm going to stop the chat, and then it's going to actually generate the grant proposal for me. And let's see how long it takes. Wow. How long is that? 40 seconds. In 40 seconds, I was able to talk to ChatGPT, tell it about my business, a little bit about my business, and ask it to write me out a detailed grant proposal. And in 40 seconds, I had a grant proposal that I can use to go apply for multiple grants. How many people can see that they've been missing out on so many opportunities? Like, most of us are already using this tool. We're already using ChatGPT, but what if you could use this tool to your benefit to help you get access to grants for your business? It just requires you to take action. Type action in the chat if you're ready to take action. So yesterday was filled and fueled with so much value and so much information. If you missed yesterday, you still can go watch the replay. Just you can upgrade to VIP 10. You can drop the link to upgrade. You can upgrade to VIP and you get lifetime access to those replays. If you're like, I need to go back and review something that Coach K said, you have access to that information. So you can go back, you can rewatch it, you can pause, you can pause, you get access to the prompts. If you're like, Coach K, I need your slides, those things are going to be inside of, well, you'll be able to view the slides as I'm teaching. But if you're like, Coach K, I need those prompts. What do I say? What do I do? How do I build out my AI agents? All of that information is going to be inside of the VIP portal, okay? So welcome to day 2 of the summit. Today, we're going to talk about the importance of just structure of pitching your business for a chance to get access to grants. Yesterday, we also applied for multiple grants. We applied for the Grow Your Reach grant. We applied for the Legacy grant. Today, inside of VIP, we're going to apply for over $50,000 in grants together. So you want to make sure you're in VIP. Imagine me walking you through step by step, actually applying for grants. But sometimes when it comes to grants and getting access to money for your business, there are companies that actually want you to pitch your business for a chance to win grants. And there are some people that are very good at typing and talking about their business. And then there's another group of people that are like, Coach K, if you put me in front of somebody, I can talk about my business all day long. How many people feel like they're the person? Like, type 1 in the chat if you're the person, you're like, I can type about my business, I can text and type about my business all day long. But type 2 in the chat if you're the person, you like, put me in the room, and I can make sure that I am able to execute on my business and talk about my vision. So if you are that person, there are some companies that will give you money just for pitching your business and just for pitching up and showing up for your business. But when you are pitching your business, sometimes you have to have what's called a pitch deck. AI can help you create and generate a pitch deck. In your pitch deck, you need to talk about the problem your business is going to solve and how you're going to be the solution to the problem. One thing we do and how we're winning so many grants and how we're making our business and our brand stand out from anybody else that's out there is when we apply for grants, we find a problem, be the solution. Type it in the chat so I know you got it. We find a problem and be the solution. And when we position ourselves as a solution to the problem, it makes our answer stand out and it makes people want to give us access to the money and funding that's out there. So when we're searching for grant opportunities and maybe we're intimidated about applying for these grants, when you can position your business as a solution to the problem, it's going to make companies want to give you money. Okay. You also want to highlight who your target audience is. Who are you going to help and who are you going to serve? You can't help everybody. So when you can niche down on who you're going to help, who you're going to serve, and your problem, that's what's going to make companies want to give you access to grants. Tell us what your business model is. What's your revenue model? How much money are you going to make? How are you going to make money in your business? You also need to have a budget. A lot of times when we talk about grants and we want access to grants for our business, we miss out on having a budget for our business and our budget for what we're going to do with these grants. You can't ask for $100,000 in grants if you don't know where this $100,000 is going to go. So you want to make sure you have a detailed budget. Also want to make sure you back everything you say and do by data and stats. This is so important because if I have statistics and I can say that and I can show that there is a need for my business, it's going to make companies want to fund me and give me more money. A solid pitch has clarity. A lot of times when we're thinking about grants, we're overthinking and we think we have to use these big fancy words. People just want to know you're clear about who you are and what it is that you're trying to accomplish. You want to make sure that anytime you're applying for a grant, whether it be a pitch deck, whether you're writing the grant, maybe you're talking about your business, that you lead with confidence. I'm excited to invest and fund somebody that I know has confidence in where they're going and who they're going to serve. You also want to make sure that you make a connection. Most of the time, when you're applying for a grant, pitching your business, whatever it is that you desire to do, you have to make a connection with the person who gets to make the decision on if you get access to the money or not. Credibility is also good. So do the numbers support proof? Do the numbers and proof support what you're saying? So when I say do data and stats, that speaks to credibility. It doesn't just say, hey, I want to help 20 kids. I can talk about the benefit of actually helping 20 kids and the statistics on why the kids or the kids in my community actually need my help. And then you want to have a call to action. A call to action is a clear ask. It's just summarizing everything that I just said, and it's telling them, I'm excited to work with you. Or my ask is that we collaborate together to go fulfill a mission. So you want to make sure you're clear on what you're asking these companies for when you are pitching your business. So this is the prompt that you can use. So you're probably thinking, well, Coach K, I really don't know what to say when pitching my business. I really don't know how to properly pitch my business and how to actually what to say when pitching my business. So if you are VIP, you get access to this prompt. It's a pitch prompt. And what you can do is you can just paste this inside and it's going to tell you to create a powerful pitch script, right? But you want to go in and you want to tell it a little bit about your business. So you want to give it your business details. All right. So you're just going to go in and you can just talk to it and tell it your business details. So you can say, I'm a childcare center. The name of my childcare center is ABC123. I'm looking for about $25,000 in grants for my childcare center for community development, additional education, and hiring more staff and employees. The more information and detail you give this about your business, the better your pitch answer and better response is going to be. Also, when you are pitching your business, they're going to tell you how many minutes your pitch video can be. So if you're applying for a grant and it says your pitch video has to be 2 minutes, then you tell ChatGPT to create you a 2-minute script. If you tell it to, if you want your pitch video to be 5 minutes, then you tell it to create a pitch script for 5 minutes. All you're going to do is give it the details of your business, use your prompt that's inside of VIP, give it the details of your business, come in and hit submit. And it's going to go through and it's going to create a whole script that you can use. Now, what I love about this script and what I tell people the most is when you're pitching your business, one of the common mistakes that people make is they go inside and the first thing they do is they want to say, hey, you guys, how are you? My name is Coach K and I'm the founder of ABC123. You just spent 30 seconds talking about you and the name of your business. And the truth is nobody cares. People immediately want you to capture their attention. They immediately want to know how you're going to solve a problem and how are you going to be the solution to the problem and why they should connect with you. So what I love about this video or what I love about this script that this just created is it starts with challenge. It starts with something that captures the attention of anybody that's reading it. So it starts with, did you know that one of the biggest challenges facing working families today is finding safe, affordable, and high quality childcare? Everyday parents are forced to make difficult decisions between earning a living and ensuring that their children receive the care and early education they deserve. It captured my attention at the very beginning because I have been the parent that struggled between making a living or providing valuable childcare for my daughter. So if I'm reading this or if I'm watching a pitch video, you capture my attention. Then it talks about who I am, what I do, and what I'm trying to accomplish. So do you see how most of the time when we're talking about our business, this can be used as a grant application as well? Most of the time when we're talking about our business, we immediately start with, hey, my business name is, And the truth is, no one cares. But when you can capture attention within the first 10 to 15 seconds of actually answering, of actually pitching your business, it makes people want to read more. So now they're going to read more and they're going to want to learn more about this business or this organization. This is what I love about pitch videos the most, or pitch videos the most, is you don't have to remember all of this. Anybody looking at this and they're like, Coach K, how am I going to remember 2 minutes of all of this information? Anybody? Anybody like Coach K? I don't know. I don't know if I can remember all of that. Let me see. Let me put the chat up. Yes, these prompts are available inside of VIP. All right. Can I give you guys a quick hack? Can I give you guys a quick hack? Let me know in the chat if I can give you guys a quick hack. So instead of trying to remember all of this information, what you're going to do is you're going to find a blank wall in your home. You're going to find a blank wall in your home. You're going to make sure the lighting is good. You don't want it to be in a dull area. And then you're going to go to, or you're going to download a teleprompter app. Completely free for you to have this, okay? You can put it on your phone, you can put it on your desktop, whichever one that you decide. And then when you create this teleprompter, or when you download this teleprompter, all you have to do now is plug this script inside. And then once you plug this script inside, you're actually going to be able to read from the teleprompter. And so you don't have to remember all of this information. You're going to plug it into the teleprompter and it's just going to guide and it's going to do the work for you. So all you have to do is copy and paste your script inside. And when you copy and paste your script inside, it's going to go through and guide, and all you have to do is read. That's it. That's literally it. So you're overthinking this. AI is going to create the script for you. AI is going to create the script for you. When AI creates the script, you're going to copy and paste it into a teleprompter. When you copy it, you don't have to go buy a teleprompter, okay? You don't have to go buy a teleprompter. There are apps that you can use and download on your phone, and all you do is plug it inside, okay? Let me show you guys a quick example. Let me show you guys a quick example. There's a teleprompter that works with anything. So this is a teleprompter app. You can use any one. Doesn't matter which one. So you download any teleprompter app. You paste it. I'm sorry. Let me go back to it and paste the right one. Go to ChatGPT. Go to ChatGPT, get your script, copy your script, go to your teleprompter, paste it inside, and just say start new. Once you do this, when you are ready to start, you'll just press play and see how it's just slightly gliding through. And all you have to do is make sure that you are recording. So if I have my phone propped up right here, let's just say I got my phone propped up and I'm using a tripod for my phone to keep my phone sturdy. All I have to do is go through and read this. What I love about this is you can slow it down, you can speed it up, you can make the font bigger based off of your speed. And I'm just going to go through and I'm going to read the script. Did you know that one of the biggest challenges facing working families today is finding safe, affordable, and high quality childcare? Everyday parents are forced to make difficult decisions between earning a living and ensuring their children receive the care and early education that they deserve. I'm reading the script, but nobody on the phone or nobody on the other side of this knows that I'm reading the script. So a lot of times when we see a grant out there and it asks us for a pitch video or it asks us for a pitch deck, we don't apply for this grant because we're afraid or don't know what to do. But we're using AI to make it happen. So if there's a grant out there and it requires that you pitch your video, when you do a pitch video and you don't do the pitch video, guess what? You won't win the grant. So what I want us to do is I want to take a moment to go apply for a grant that requires you to actually have a pitch video. I want to push you out of your comfort zone. I want to push you out of your comfort zone, and I want us to go apply for a grant that's going to require you to actually pitch your business. No, no PowerPoint needed. I wouldn't use an AI clone for this. I would actually use me. I'm going to show you how to do a pitch deck in just a moment. All right, so what I want us to do is I want us all to go apply for the greatness grant. I want us all to go apply for the greatness grant. Team, if you can drop the link for the greatness grant in the chat. The greatness grant is sponsored by Nehemiah Davis. He gives up to $2,500. I believe it's every quarter, once a quarter, up to $2,500 once a quarter. With this grant, he has a couple questions. The deadline is July 1st, so you want to make sure you go apply soon. With this grant, he's going to ask you a couple questions, but he also requires that you do a pitch video. Now that you know how to do your pitch video, that's your homework assignment tonight. Neo doesn't care if your hair is done, if your makeup is done, if your braids are fresh, if your twists are in order. What he cares more about your impact. Okay. Now don't do this with your bonnet on. Don't do this with your scarf on. But make sure, and all you need to do is prop up against a blank wall. Get a tripod or get somebody to record you, download your teleprompter and plug this information in, okay? So we're going to go to apply for the greatness grant now. We're going to answer these questions. First name, email, phone number, IG handle is Instagram handle. If you don't have an Instagram, type NA. What year was your business established? If it's this year, put this year. Where do you live? What type of business do you have? What industry are you in? What's your monthly revenue? If you are at $0 in monthly revenue, that's okay. And then what will you use this grant for? Be very detailed on how you're going to use this grant. And then we are going to hit submit. And then the next screen is going to prompt you. And they're going to send you a text message and an email as well about uploading your pitch video. Go apply for this grant. We're going to take like 60 seconds to go apply for this grant. And then I want you to come back and type action. I want to know who the action takers in the room were. I want to know who the people in the room that are actually taking action. All right. I love it. 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 Action applied earlier this week. I love it. Congratulations, Alan. I love it. I love it. Yo, that's Philly. Yep, that's Philly. Neo is definitely Philly. If you're a nonprofit, you can do this grant as well. But if you're a VIP, there's a grant list for VIP and for for-profits and nonprofits. But if you're a for-profit or a nonprofit, you can do this grant. Everybody that's on this call can go apply for this grant. The grants that I posted yesterday, the legacy grant, the grow your reach grant. I love it, Elisa. The legacy grant, the grow your reach grant, the greatness grant, those are 3 grants that we apply for live in this call. Everybody on here can apply for these grants. These grants don't require you to have an LLC yet. They don't require you to have an EIN yet. They only want to know one question. How are you going to use this grant? But you want to plug it in for your business. Remember, with the grow your reach grant, we're going to talk about how we're marketing our business with the grant. All right, let's move forward. Let's move forward. Let's move forward. Let's move forward. All right, so we just applied for the greatness grant. I showed you how to actually create your script, okay? Because sometimes you're gonna have to have a script to actually talk about your business. You also can create what we call a pitch coach. So imagine you actually had to, well, let's do your pitch deck first. So you also can create what we call a pitch deck. So you can take your script and turn it into a pitch deck. When you create your script and turn it into a pitch deck, you can actually use what we call an AI tool called Manus that will let you pitch your business, okay? So inside of your pitch deck, you want to focus on a lot of the same things. You want to talk about the problem and solution. How is your business going to solve a problem, and how are you a solution to the problem? You want to give your brand story. You want to talk about your mission. You want to talk about proof of growth. And then your funding ads, which is your budget. How much money do you need? Here's an example on a pitch, your prompt for your pitch deck. You can plug this inside of, if you're VIP, You can put this inside of ChatGPT and it will create the entire pitch deck for you. You can also go back to ChatGPT. Remember, we had that prompt that we used. We can go and it created as a pitch transcript. I can go back to ChatGPT and say, turn this into a pitch deck. I'm actually going to talk to it instead of typing. I want to turn this script into a pitch deck. Can you give me the prompt to put inside of Menace so I can turn this into a pitch deck? I personally like to do my pitch decks and my presentations inside of Menace AI. It's an amazing platform that you can use to build out agents, to create presentations and create pitch decks. So I went to ChatGPT to get the prompt that I need. I went to ChatGPT to get the prompt that I needed to create my pitch deck. Then I'm going to go over to Menace. I'm going to go over Menace. I'm going to give it a new task. I'm going to paste the details that ChatGPT gave me to create my pitch deck. Here is the, if you don't have Menace, I highly encourage you to set it up. I cried after creating my first pitch deck. It made everything real. I love it. I love it. If you don't have Menace, that's the link to set up Menace, okay? And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to Menace and we're gonna tell Menace give Menace the script that ChatGPT gave us. Once we give Menace the script and we tell Menace to create the pitch deck for us, Menace is going to go through and it's going to do all the work. Now, what I love about this is you can customize it to you. If you want it fun, if you want it colorful, if you want it based off of your brand, whatever it is you feel like you want to include inside of your pitch deck, you just tell Menace and Menace will create it for you. This is the pitch deck I did earlier just for sake of time. And it included everything that I needed to lock in a $10,000 grant. Now, if you are pitching for a certain company and you want to tie in that company to your pitch deck, all you do is tell it the company that you're pitching for. This is the pitch deck that it created me. It took me less than 5 minutes to create this pitch deck. It's giving data, it's giving stats, it's talking about my business, it's talking about my brand, it's giving me everything I need, statistics, budget breakdown. It's giving me everything that I need to successfully go pitch my business for a chance to win. This one was a $10,000 grant. Type ready in the chat if you're ready to unlock more grant money. Because some people, your goal and your angle could be just to pitch your business. And you could send this pitch deck to multiple companies and just tell them about your business and invite them to have a conversation with you to talk more about how you can get access to grants for your business. How many people can see that they've been sleeping on the opportunities that are out there and available for them? And there's so many companies that will give you money to make your dreams come true. All you got to do is take action. All you got to do is take action. So let me ask you a question. True or false? Can you use AI to win grants? True or false? True. AI wins grants. Type it in the chat for me. AI wins grants. No matter what business you're in, no matter how long you've been in business, when you teach AI about your business, when you teach AI about your brand, when you show AI your impact, AI will help you win grants. True or false? If my business isn't making 6 figures yet, I probably won't qualify for grants. Do you have to be making 6 figures in your business to get access to grants or funding? False. You can have $0 in revenue and your business can still get access to grants and funding for your business. Companies are not giving you access to grants because you're a millionaire. They're giving you access to grants because you have a mission, because you have an impact, because you have a vision that you're trying to accomplish. True or false? Having a great business idea is enough to attract funding opportunities. True or false? Having a great business idea is enough to unlock funding opportunities. False. A great business idea is solid, right? You want to make sure you have a great business idea, but you also want to have something to back up that business idea. You want to take action on the ideas that you have. You want to make an impact with the ideas that you have. True or false? Most entrepreneurs miss funding opportunities because they don't know where to look or how to package their business correctly. True. Most of the time, you're not getting awarded grants. You're not getting access to the money or funding you need because your business isn't set up the correct way, because you're commingling funds, because you got personal expenses over here, business expenses over here, and everything is just all over the place. But when your business is set up and structured properly, when you have the foundation of your business set up the right way, companies are going to be excited to support you and give you access to the money that you need. Before we move forward and before I unlock how I can actually help you with your business, yesterday we also encouraged entrepreneurs to set up a high yield savings account. How many people were successfully able to set up their high yield savings account yesterday? I want to bless somebody else today with $100 just for taking action and setting up your high yield savings account. Now, some people yesterday were like, well, I bank with Chase. I bank with Wells Fargo. I have a savings account. If you have a savings account with the bank, it's probably paying you 0.001%. With this savings account that we are encouraging entrepreneurs to establish, they're paying you up to 3.8% just for creating and establishing relationships. So imagine if I started making small deposits into my account. Let's just say I had a goal to, what's something you want to save up for? Somebody tell me in the chat, what's something you want to save up for? A home, business. So let's just say I needed to save to go to Japan. I love that. I love that. Let's use business for example. How much do we need to save? Give me a number in the chat. Daughter's wedding. That's good. $1,500. I'm going to use $1,500 and $1,000. 1,500,000, 1,000, 5K. I'm going to use 15 as example because 3 people type $1,500. Okay. A lot of times when we think about $1,500, we think, man, it's going to take a lot to save $1,500. And reality is most people don't have $1,500 in a savings account for emergency expenses. So what we want to do is we want to go in and we want to create a savings plan with ChatGPT. So I'm going to go to it. I'm going to say, hey, I want to make sure I want to save up $1,500 by January 31st of 2027. I need you to create me a realistic savings plan where I'm making monthly deposits into or weekly deposits into a high yield savings account to get to $1,500 by January of 2027. What does that savings plan look like? So ChatGPT is going to come back. It's going to understand it. I want to save up $1,500 for emergency expenses. I want to save up. Tim, you can drop the link for high yield savings account in the chat for me. So this is telling me that if I could just put aside $215 every single month, it will help me get to my goal. So $215 every single month is only $46 per week, y'all. How many people can see that they could save $46 a week? Like we waste $46 a week on fast food, on Starbucks. Maybe you need to cancel that Netflix subscription. And so if all we did was put $25 to $50 up every single week, and we set up a direct deposit out of our paychecks, or we set up a recurring deposit out of our bank, our personal checking accounts, and it automatically went into a savings account, it would help us save for a financial goal that we're trying to get to. So I'm going to bless somebody, grandchildren snacks. I'm going to bless somebody with $100 today just for going in and setting up your high yield savings account. What you have to do is you have to click the link, go in and set up your savings account. Once you set up your savings account, I am going to take a screenshot, put it in the Facebook group, and towards the end of this, I'm going to announce who the winner, the $100 winner is. So you got SoFi, you got Citibank, you got Valley Direct. They're all paying you up to, one company is paying you up to 4% just for having money sitting there. This is what the rich and wealthy do. This is what the rich and wealthy do. They don't have money just sitting to the side. They don't have money sitting in a checking account. They don't have money sitting in their primary bank account that's paying them 0.001%. They have money that's sitting in a savings account that's making them more money. All right. Perfect, perfect. After you take action, comment done. Comment done. Comment done. I love it. I love it. All right, so are you ready to hear? Yesterday, we talked about an amazing opportunity on how I can actually help you get access to more grants, how I can help you grow, how I can help you elevate, how I can actually help you win. If you joined the community yesterday, type lifetime in the chat. Type lifetime in the chat. For those who are new here, I want to invite you to join, or maybe you didn't take action yesterday. I want to invite you to join the business and grant community. This is the community that I wish I had when I started my business. It's the community that I wish I had when I was actually terminated from Wells Fargo. It's the community to help you grow as an entrepreneur, to help you accomplish those financial goals that you have. So maybe you're on this journey because you're ready to quit your job. Maybe you're here because you're ready for financial freedom. Maybe you're here because you're ready to unlock grants and you need support and accountability with getting access to the grants that are out there. This community is the hub. It's a family that we have created of entrepreneurs that just want to win. Type win in the chat if you're ready to win. So everything that you need to be successful as an entrepreneur, we have poured it inside of this platform so that we can support you with your growth. So we can help you get that dream house. So we can help you get that dream car. So we can help you build the business. So we can help you create generational wealth for your family. The business and grant community is a family, right? And inside of this family, we work together, we support each other, and we unlock great opportunities. What I love about this, you guys, is every successful person I know and every millionaire that I know, they have a coach or they have somebody that's helped them on their journey. When I talk to millionaires and I'm in these rooms with 7, 8, 9 figure entrepreneurs and we ask them the questions like, what was one thing that you did to help you grow? What's the secret sauce? All of them mostly say the same thing. They have a coach or a mentor that helped them grow and helped them get to another level. And when I think about all of the successful people that I look up to, we'll use LeBron James for an example. LeBron James has 11 different coaches that help him every day to be the greatest of all times. He spends $1.5 million on his body every single year just to make sure that he can show up and perform. So sometimes when you're going to a destination and you're trying to get to another level, sometimes you need a coach or a mentor to help you grow, to help you elevate. When you're going somewhere different and when you're going somewhere different and you're trying to get to a level of success that you have never accomplished before, you need to tap in with somebody that's already doing the work. You need to tap in with somebody that already has the blueprint. This is my girl Stacy. My girl Stacy said that she has hired grant writers. She's hired people to help her get access to grants, and she didn't get access to grants. But when she joined our community and learned this skill and strategy herself and applied the blueprint, type blueprint in the chat if you want the blueprint, and applied the blueprint, she got access to her first grant. I want that for you. How many people are ready to lock in? How many people are ready to just get access to the grant money that's out there? And let's do this together. Unfortunately, I need help with credit before I can make a move. Grants don't check your credit. Grants don't check your credit. But I'm getting ready to bring a guest speaker up in just a minute that's going to talk to you about credit. Okay, so this is what I want to do. I'm going to drop the link in the chat. For whatever reason, if you didn't lock in yesterday, there's still an opportunity and still a couple more spots available for people who want access to support. If we were able to help you if we were able to help you over these last couple of days do things in your business that you've been procrastinating on, we were able to help you apply for multiple grants. We were able to help you open up your business account. We were able to teach you more about AI and how AI can help you grow. Then this community is where you need to be. If we were able to help you move the needle just a little bit in 2 days, imagine what will happen when we lock in for a lifetime. So, team, you can drop the link in the chat. There's 3 ways for you to be involved in this community, 3 ways for us to work together, 3 ways for us to get access to these grants together and for us to grow together. When you go in, there's going to be an opportunity for you to go down. It talks about the accountability calls. I am so committed to helping you grow that I host weekly accountability calls to understand your goals, to pour into you, to see what you need to help you be successful. We help you with your personal credit and business credit. So if you're on this call and you're like, I need help with my personal credit, we help you with that because that's something you're going to need in your growth and on your journey to help you be more successful. And then we teach you about grants. But the biggest thing is I give you the grants to apply for. For everybody that joins today, if you join Lifetime, I'm going to do a special bonus. I'm hosting a 5-day summit in 2 weeks. And for everybody that joins Lifetime today, I'm going to give you free access to the 5-day summit VIP. So you're still going to be able to come work with me. You're still going to be able to come learn this information. But imagine what we unlocked over these last 2 days for us to work together for, you're already in the community, but 5 additional days. If you're already in the community, yes, you're going to get, yes, you're going to get lifetime as well. Okay. So there's 3 ways to lock in. The lifetime option I have discounted. It's only an investment of $597, but you also can set that up on a payment arrangement. So if you join yesterday, yes, this is a community. If you joined yesterday and you set it up on payment arrangements, how much did you have to pay out of pocket? Because some of you might be able to join today for $0 out of pocket today. So if you join, or if you're ready to lock in, it's $597. $597, you can do Sizzle, you can do Afterpay, you can do Zip. You have people in the chat that said, Miss Misha said she paid $0 yesterday and she set it up on a payment arrangement. Miss Sequita said she paid $17 yesterday and she set it up on a payment arrangement. Kia said she paid $8 and she set it up on a payment arrangement. $99, set it up on a payment arrangement. So imagine setting this up on a payment arrangement in 2 weeks. You're like my guy MJ, who got access to $60,000 in funding for his business. Or you're like my girl Mary, who got over $60,000 or $600,000 in grants for her business. I want this success for you. I paid $0. I love that. I paid $0 on an arrangement. So if you know that you need support, if you know that you need accountability, if you know that you need mentorship, and you know that you need coaching, what's stopping you? Let me show you. Let me show you this amazing platform that you are investing in. So as soon as you come in, what we're going to do is on Monday, we're going to have a next step call. And on the next step call, I'm going to announce the winner. Somebody that joined Lifetime is going to get a $500 grant. So on Monday, I'm going to announce the winner of the $500 grant. I'm also going to show you how to use this community. We have an ambassador program where you can be an ambassador and you can make money and revenue from being a part of the community. I'm going to show you how to set up your business and set up your LLC. So if you're like, hey, Coach K, I don't even have my LLC yet, I'm going to show you how to set it up step by step. I'm going to help you with your personal credit, your business funding. There's a grant proposal template inside of here where you can just take my name off and put your name in, and you can use that. I have personally won a $10,000 grant with the grant proposal that's inside of here. You can remove my name, put your name in, and use this to go apply for multiple grants. I give you a list of grants that you can go apply for every single week, every single month. So imagine me doing the hard work and finding the grants for you, and all you have to do is hit submit. This information is so powerful, and I believe in you so much that I am going to give you an AI tool. And with this AI tool, its job is to just work for you in your business to help you unlock grants for your business. Somebody in the chat asked about receipts. We have entrepreneurs in every industry that are winning grants for their business. So we have people, let's see, I won a $1,000 grant. Miss Amanda got her first $10,000 credit card yesterday. Let's see, who is this? Miss Peyton got a $500 grant. Miss Nicole got a $25,000 grant. Another $1,000. Miss Catherine got $45,000. Entrepreneurs are winning grant. Courtney got her first grant. Here's another $900 grant. Mary got $20,000. So imagine investing in you and believing in you, and you turn a $597 investment into $20,000 in grant money for your business. AI Impact Grant, $2,500. There's so many entrepreneurs that are winning. Here's Megan. Megan got $50,000 in grants. Mary got another $24,000. Miss Cecilia, her credit wasn't the best, but she got her first approval with a credit score of less than 600. Y'all better listen. Miss Cecilia said, I won the $2,500. Imagine getting $2,500 for your business that's debt-free, no credit check, and you never have to repay it. Stephanie Prim, my little cousin, got an $800 grant. Miss Vicky, a $1,000 grant. So there's so many entrepreneurs that are winning. It doesn't matter what business you're in. It doesn't matter what industry you're in. What matters is you are ready to take action. What matters is you are ready to do something different. You're ready to lock in on you and ready to lock in on your goal. The membership and VIP are two different things. So you are inside of our summit. So if you're inside of our summit and you upgraded to VIP, this gets you access to the replays for the VIP. The membership is continual, or the community is continuing your education. It's being able to continue to work with me, being able to continue to learn from me, being able to continue to get access to resources to help you grow. So imagine the things that we have done over these last 2 days to be in a part of a program where we continue this information to help you get to another level. And I'm constantly able to pour into you to help you win. Type win in the chat if you're ready to win. If you're monthly in the community and you want to upgrade to lifetime, yes, you can. Team, can somebody reach out to Laura for me? She wants to upgrade to lifetime. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Yep, I do. Hey, Miss Janet, reach out to my team. What we can do is we can refund you for your monthly payment that you made today, and they'll just upgrade you to lifetime. So Miss Janet, just reach out to my team. Team, can somebody reach out to Janet Wilson for me? All right, so this is what I want to do. I want to get ready for, we have a guest speaker that's getting ready to come in the room. I want to turn it over to Tucker so we can get ready for our guest speaker. But team, I want you to drop the link in the chat one last time for the action takers who are ready to join the B&G family so we can go get access to grants and opportunities together. Tucker, I'm going to turn it over to you. Tucker. Okay, I'll intro Toya. Toya, are you in the room? Can you raise your hand for me? Okay. So this is what I'm going to do. We're going to get ready to go into our next session. I have heard you guys ask about personal credit and getting access with your personal credit. So I had to call in the best. I had to call in my girl, Shatoya, Miss Builder Brand, to really support you guys with understanding your personal credit and how to actually restore your personal credit the correct way. So she's board certified. She's not just somebody that's just fluffing and teaching this information. She's really in the field, changing lives and helping people take their credit to the next level. So, team, I'm ready to bring up Shatoya. Welcome to the family, and thank you for being inside. Oh, yeah. I think we're fighting over the mute button. Let us do it.
Wait, what happened? There we go. Hands is off the mute. Hands is off the mute. Hey, my girl, how are you?
Uh-oh.
Listen, the mute button just don't let us be great. It's okay.
But thank you for being here.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for the intro. Hi, guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So far, put a fire in the chat if you haven't had an amazing day yesterday. If you joined the community, Coach K is that girl. She's exactly who she thinks she is. So let me just say that. So I want to just see all the action takers in the building. And we have a lot. And I'm gonna get with Coach K to see if I can give some action takers something. I got to get with her. She says, okay, I got something for the people that join Lifetime. I want to give y'all something special for people that join Lifetime or the next couple people that join Lifetime. Because I love action taker, right? So I'm gonna give y'all the spiel. I'm Toya, aka Miss Builder Brand. That's how you can find me on Instagram. I am a board certified credit consultant. As Coach K said, I am also a credit approval expert and specialist. Right. I have been doing this for a long time. Right. I love how Coach K give you guys the best of both worlds. Right. When it comes to grants, she showed you guys how to take over the grant world and win those grants. But she also knows the importance of credit. You can never have too much money, as my mentors say. A whole lot of money is okay, right? So if you can get money from the grant side and you can still walk into the banks and get 100,000, you are doing just fine. You got grant money and you got bank money. You have no excuses at that point. So put some fire in the chat for Coach K for showing you guys more than one way to what they say, skin a cat. I don't know who came up with that, but we just gonna go with it, right? She's showing you more than one way to skin a cat. In this case, she's showing you more than one way to fund your business. And I love that. So let's get right into it, guys. I have a presentation, but I feel like y'all done seen some presentations, so we just gonna get right to the nitty gritty. I will give Coach K the presentation, and her team can distribute it to you guys as she will. But if you all are taking notes, and y'all know note takers are the ones that go in and execute. I want y'all to write unlearn on a piece of paper. I want y'all to write unlearn in capital letters, and I want you to circle it. Because when it comes to credit, it's a lot of stuff we have to unlearn, right? I don't know about you guys, but I'm from Overtown, Miami. If you don't know what Overtown is, Google it or go watch the first 20 seasons of First 48. You will realize what Overtown is very quickly, okay? And where I come from, no one had credit. Everyone around me was borrowing money from each other every Friday to pay their bills. Put me in the chat if you know where I'm coming from. My mama was calling her sister, and then her sister called her back when she got paid on Friday, and they just was exchanging money, but nobody had credit. Nobody thought to go to the bank and get a credit card, get a bank loan. They all said, stay away from it. You get credit, you're going to be in debt till you 6 feet under. That's how I grew up. And if y'all can relate, put relate in the chat. So my whole life, I was afraid to even say the word credit because that's what I was taught, right? So we were taught to stay away from credit when everybody else was taught to go towards credit. Credit is not the problem. Not managing your credit is the problem, right? Because this is what I want y'all to unlearn. I don't know y'all age in here, but who can tell me in the chat what y'all know the acronym CREAM mean? CREAM. We gonna see y'all age. CREAM. Y'all might be as old as me, but if you know what CREAM mean, I want you to put in the chat if you know what CREAM mean growing up. Cash rules everything around me. See, look, we got some oldies but goodies in the room, right? But I want y'all to unlearn that. Credit rules everything around me. You wanna know why? Because cash gets you in the door, credit gets you approved. Cash gets you in the door, credit gets you access. Because I want you to think about it. I want you to try to go into Truist right now with $10,000 or $50,000 in your hand. They're going to look at you like crazy, and they're probably going to call the feds. And they're going to ask you a gazillion questions to figure out, how did you get $50,000 liquid cash? But if you go into Truist Bank right now with an amazing credit profile, a 780, 800 credit score, they're going to give you $50,000 plus in credit and not ask you no questions. You don't have to show where you work, nothing. Credit makes you trustworthy, guys. But the unfortunate thing about that, we don't use our credit until we need it, right? Until we about to get evicted, or until we want to start a business venture, until we about to get a repo. That's when we think, oh, my credit. I got to move. Let me fix my credit. Put stay ready in the chat. We got to stay ready so we ain't got to get ready. We staying ready all year. We got to stay ready so we can fund these businesses all year, next year, and the next 5 years. Whether it's grant money or money from the bank, we staying ready, right? One thing I want y'all to think. Who played Monopoly, or who used to play Monopoly? I'm 41, I still play Monopoly. I'm a big kid, right? So I want you to think, after you pick your piece, my piece was like the shoe. I think like the shoe, right? After you pick your piece and you roll the dice and you go around, what's the first thing that happens in Monopoly after you do that? What do you get? You like the horse? I was the shoe. You get money, but you get money from who? Who you get money from? The bank. You ain't calling your auntie. You ain't calling your sister, girl, can I borrow $200 to pay my light bill? Girl, I'll pay you back when I get paid in 2 weeks. No, you're going to get money from the bank. And the reason why I use this analogy is because guess what, guys? Monopoly was teaching us how to use other people's money at a very young age. 8, 9, 10. We was going around the bank getting $200,000, $400,000, and we was buying houses and hotels, Park Place. Y'all remember? You wanted your cousin to land on your property. And as soon as they land on your property, pay me my money. I need that. You owe me $150. That's my railroad right there. I need that. And guess what? And once you got that, what did you do? You went back to the bank because now you had this portfolio. You had houses, you had railroads, you had hotels. You went back to the bank, and what did the bank do? The bank gave you more money so you could buy more stuff, right? As long as you ain't go to jail, and you ain't have no record, you can still go back to the bank and get more money because you wasn't in jail. So if you went to jail, you probably was out of luck. You had to probably wait about 90 days. But as long as you ain't go to jail, you can still go back to the bank and get more money, more money. You want to know why? Because the bank trusts you. I want us to unlearn what we learn about staying away from the banks, right? And I want us to know that when we have good credit, the banks trust us. And I want us to go back to that child that played Monopoly with your cousins. And I want us to live our life right now in a real life Monopoly game. Moving forward, I need your life to be lived in a real life Monopoly game. Because while Monopoly was educating us about credit, about buying property, about investing, going back to the bank and getting more money and more money, as long as we stay in good standings with the bank, your mama, your cousin, your auntie was telling you, girl, you better not go get no credit. You better not go to the bank for no loan. We had the world against us telling us to stay away from credit while Monopoly was really setting us up for life. So I want y'all to go back to that kid, right? And if you go back to that kid, you will always understand the power of credit. And the reason why I tell you that story, guys, is because it's so true. Me being from Overtown, I'm 41. I did not understand the power of credit until I started working for American Express. Working for American Express, 2 things happened for me. I worked for American Express for 4 years. I was one of their top sales agents. I was making close to $200,000 a year working for them. 2 things happened. I learned what credit really was, and I realized that my mama was lying to me my entire life because people was living off of credit. People was their points, traveling for free. They was investing in businesses. When you got somebody and call you and say, hi, yes, I'm at the Rolls Royce dealer and I'm about to swipe my American Express Platinum for $50,000. I want you all to make sure it goes through. And you're like, wait, what? Yes, I'm here. I'm just going to stay on the phone with you while they go ahead and swipe it. I realized, wait a minute. This is what credit is about. This is the life, right? It's not borrowing money from your auntie and your cousin to pay your bills. It's not working crazy every 2 weeks and waiting for a paycheck. And if you miss a day from work, now your paycheck is less. Now you got to try to go do overtime because now you got rent to pay. And that's not what this is what it's about. If you can figure this out, you can take over anything, right? But when they fired me, because I got fired, when they fired me, I also realized the need of credit. Because when I got fired from American Express, my credit was already bad, y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all something right now. If I can get through it, y'all can get through it, right? When I got fired, my credit got like to the 400s. First of all, I ain't know nothing about credit. I didn't even know credit can get in the 400s. Okay, my credit got in the 400s. This was in 2018. I'm doing real good now. Put some fire in the chat for me. Your girl is doing real good. I'm living good. Credit would never be in the 400s again. But I want you guys to see. Let me be the example. My credit got to the 400s. Now I'm in the 7s. And I have done so much with my credit. But when they fired me, I realized the need for credit. And that's why I say let's stay ready. Because I was not ready to be fired. My rent was $2,800. My son was going to private school. I had a car note. And I had $20,000 in savings. And living in Miami, I don't know if you know, $20,000 don't get you far. To the point to where I was about to get evicted, right? And about to get evicted, car note behind. And if you know you about to get evicted, what you got to do? You got to move somewhere else. You can't move nowhere with bad credit. And people ain't putting apartments in their names no more for you because my cousin did that one time and then I let that apartment go, never again, right? So that's when you realize you need your credit, right? Credit determines where you live, where you stay, what you drive. But now for you guys, because you're in the rooms and put some fire in the chat for you, it determines how you fund your business. how much you can fund your business, how often you can fund your business, and can you fund more than one business? I'm here to tell you, yes, you can, because your money is going to cap. At some point, you ain't going to be able to work 40 hours a week. At some point, you're going to miss a day or two from work. So that money's going to stop. But guess what's not going to stop? Credit. So imagine me getting fired from American Express. I want y'all to think about this scenario. I'm really like Craig on Friday because I got fired on my day off, literally. Don't laugh, but it's the God honest truth. I will never forget. I was this is a little flex. I was on a yacht in Miami watching the fireworks, 4th of July. Got an email that said, do not come back to work on Monday, that they would ship my things to me, right? Imagine me getting fired that day, and I was able to go into the bank that Monday and walk out with 25,000, 30,000. That would have been my reality if my credit was where it needed to be. But that wasn't my reality. So guess what happened? I went into a little slight depression because for the first time in my life, I didn't know how I was going to take care of my son. I didn't know how I was going to pay my bills. I didn't have a steady income coming in. For the first time ever, as a mom, I didn't have it figured out. But if I would have had my credit on point and knowing what I know now, I would have went to Bank of America on Monday, Wells Fargo on Tuesday, PNC on Wednesday, Truist on Thursday, and I would have went to whatever on Friday, and I would have been up 100,000. Because what did I tell y'all credit gives you? Credit gives you access. People trust you when you have good credit. And I could have just got fired from my job and went into the banks. My credit profile would have been so good, they wouldn't even ask me for proof of income. I would have just wrote it on the application. So I'm telling you guys that story because some of you are looking at your credit profile thinking that I'm never going to get out of this. I was in the 400s. Your girl is sitting lovely in a nice townhouse driving a nice Benz, right? If this girl from Overtown, Miami can get out of what I got out with my credit, you can do it too. Credit has funded at least 3 businesses. I have over $120,000 in credit. Worth the credit cards, not debt. That is credit, guys. I don't worry about nothing. Because most people, you're not here because you have a money problem. Most people have a credit problem, right? But I'm here to tell you, if you fix your credit problem, you will never have a money problem. Hear me. I'm going to say that again for people in the back who can hear it, right? If you fix your credit problem, you will never have a money problem. No matter what happens in my life, if my business don't make $1 today, if my business go a month, 30 days, 90 days without making money, I know my credit's so good, I can still go into the bank and walk out with a check. I can still go into the bank and walk out with a credit card. I can still go get a loan. That's what I want for you guys. So while Coach K over here telling you what grants to apply for, okay, Coach K, I'm gonna apply for that grant. I know it's gonna take some time, but you know, while I apply for that grant, girl, my credit good. Let me just go see what Wells Fargo talking about. Let me go see what Bank of America talking about. And so when Coach K helped you win that $20,000 grant, Bank of America then gave you $25,000. You up $45,000 for your business. Not only can you fund one business, you can fund about 4. Put me in the chat if that makes sense. Because I just want to make sure I'm not losing the room with how you can fund not only one business but a couple. What Coach K gonna show you in her community, because I hope y'all did Lifetime now. Listen, if you don't do Lifetime, what we doing? I don't know about y'all, but I don't like stuff coming out of my account month to month. Just take it up front. Because I get real sketchy when I see the month-to-month payments. I just do Lifetime everything. Just pay for the whole year, pay for the Lifetime. Because I like stuff to just be there, right? That's what it's about, okay? So I know I told you that I'm going to give you guys some things I want you to look for your credit, so you can understand what a strong credit profile looks like. Because what I want you guys to know, a lot of us think it's all about the credit score. It's not. And the reason why I became board certified, y'all like my certificates? These was not made on Canva. These are my board certified certificates, and I have to take a test every year. It's because I wanted to learn about the laws. And there are laws that protect us, guys, from everything that's on your credit profile. Because when it comes to credit, it's not about what you know, it's about what you can prove. Just like in the courtroom. They said you did something. Can you prove that was me? Because you said that person had long hair. My hair stopped at my shoulders. I need y'all to prove. What proof do you have that was me? Right? We know that's our debt, but can you prove that you had the right to put that debt on my profile to stop me from getting approved for credit? 9 out of 10 guys, they cannot prove that. Most of the things on your credit profile should not be on there. Most of the things on your credit profile, if you look at it, is not the same. Your credit should be the same across the board, right? So let me see who know a little something. Put a fire in the chat if you even know what your credit profile looks like. Put no in the chat if you even haven't looked at your credit score. This is a judgment-free zone. And I'm gonna give you guys, if it's okay with Coach K, I'll give you guys a link where you can look at your credit score and you can see all 3 credit bureaus side by side, which is how I want you all to look at them. And I'm going to give you guys some pointers on what to look for. Okay. I want you guys to take this serious. If you're really serious about funding your business and changing your life, your credit needs to be one thing that you pay attention. Just how you got Netflix on subscription, that needs to be something you check every 30 days, guys, because you can be on your way to getting $100,000 and a collection popped up like me and I wanted to cry. Chase was about to approve me for over $50,000 and a collection popped up from a debt collector for medical and it stopped me from getting approved. But because I know about credit, I got it off in 24 hours. But by that time, I was already denied, so I had to wait a whole another 90 days. Because what happens is, guys, it's a thing called statute of limitations. So when y'all see sometimes these collections pop up, and y'all be like, wait a minute, that was from many years ago. Guess what? They're trying to hurry up and put it on your credit because the statute of limitations is about to run out. And boom, just like that, you from a 700 to a 5. And it don't feel good. So you got to understand what it is and what it looks like, and you want to pay attention because we don't pay attention, and that's the problem. So a couple of things I want you guys to understand that really hurts your credit, right? One thing is hard inquiries. Hard inquiries is a debt killer. It's a credit profile killer. Stop applying for stuff if you know your credit is not up to par. You're never going to get funded. Banks do not want to see you have more than 3 hard inquiries on your credit profile, guys. Another thing I want y'all to do, stop applying when you go to Macy's and go to Old Navy and all these places and they say, oh, would you like to apply for the card today? Y'all know what I'm talking about. A hit dog will holler. Or you go to Victoria's Secret and they say, you can apply for the Victoria's Secret card and get an extra 5 for 15 pennies, right? And it's not going to hurt your credit. That's the first thing they say. Even if you don't get approved, we're still going to give you the deal. And you're like, oh, I know I'm not going to get approved, but I still want that 5 for 15. Or you at Macy's, I know I'm not going to get approved, but I still want that 20%, but I know I'm not going to get approved. So guess what you're doing? Every time you apply for something, guys, you are giving all of your information to a company called LexisNexis. Right? You're giving them your phone numbers, your new address. You're giving them your work. Every time you apply for something, that's public record. You're giving it to a company called LexisNexis. And then you wonder how this collection from 10 years ago, from 5 states ago, and you don't move 5 times, you wonder how they find you. That's how. So if you ever wonder how debt collectors find you, and you be like, wait a minute, I changed my number 4 times. I done moved 3. How are you calling me? And how are you sending anything to my home address? And I got a new email address. Guess what? They're looking at LexisNexis. So every time you do that, guys, you are giving them all of your information. And I got another thing for y'all. Y'all probably didn't know. Y'all know credit bureaus are private entities, right? Yeah, if you knew that, no, if you didn't. Y'all know they private entities. They're not federal. You don't have to be scared of them, right? Also, another tip. Come in. Just come in. They know nothing about you. Credit bureaus know nothing about you. You want to know where they get all that stuff from? LexisNexis. They get information from you from a company called LexisNexis Innovis. These are what we call secondary bureaus, right? And I want you guys to Google these companies. If someone can put LexisNexis in the chat for me, LexisNexis and Innovis. And you can actually get your consumer reports, guys, and see everything that's on there. That's how credit bureaus, they only know what you tell them. They know nothing about you, so you don't have to be scared of them at all, right? They are private entities. Debt collector, same thing. You don't have to be scared of them, but you do not want to ignore them, right? So let's get into what you can do, guys, to protect yourself and help build up your credit, right? Couple things. One thing you can control, and I have a presentation. I'm not going to go into the presentation because I like to be really one with you guys, but I want to show you this. I want to show you this document, okay? This is how your credit profile is made up, okay, guys? And you all can screenshot. You can take a picture. I'll give this to Coach K and her team, and they can distribute this to how they want to distribute it to, probably to the lifetime members. But it has a lot of information on here. But I want you all to know this is what makes up your credit profile, right? 35% is your payment history. So that means about paying on time, right? 10% is a credit mix. I'm going to give you guys a little insight. When you're getting funded, when you want to get funding for your business, they look at a mixture of your credit because they want to know how many people trust you. So they want to see that you're able to get a long-term loan or a short-term loan. You have, credit cards. You don't want to have one of the same thing. You don't want to have just authorized user credit cards or just credit cards. You want to have a mixture, okay? 15% is length of credit history. I really want to tell you guys this. I know we got them student loans. And that's the first thing people say, can you get rid of my student loans? Yes, we can. But I always say, let you guys know, student loans for a lot of us has the most history. So when we delete our student loans, guys, guess what we're going to delete? We're going to drop. We're going to lose history. That's going to drop our score. So I always try to save my clients student loans because that gives you the most history. And that's what banks look at when wanting to fund you. So if you can put your student loans in deferment, if you can get like a small payment plan, something that you can afford, try to save the student loans, guys, because once you start taking away your history, your score is going to drop. Okay. But student loans look really good on your profile if they are positive. Okay. And this 10% is new credit. That's any new credit that you just received. Most banks, guys, do not want to fund you if they see you just got funded within 90 days. I don't care if it's $4,000. Another story about me is I like to use myself an example. I was moving into my new townhouse, guys. I applied for a Wayfair credit card. They gave me only $2,500. I shouldn't have did it, but I did. I was like, okay, whatever, all money, I'm taking whatever they giving me, right? $2,500 at the time. That $2,500 stopped me from getting about $50,000. When I applied for a business, a credit card, you want to know what the first thing they said? Recently funded. I had recently got funded. And I'm like, wait, no, I didn't. And I'm like, wait, that Wayfair $2,500 Wayfair credit card stopped me from getting $50,000 because the letter they sent me, I was denied because I was recently funded, right? They don't want to see you recently funded within 90 days. So make sure you want to pace that out. So if you know you just got funded, you want to try to get as much funding as you can in one round. And then your next round, you could do another round of funding. Okay. So that's how it is in the funding world when it comes to business, when it comes to getting funding for your business. Okay. So I want you guys to pay attention. And then the 30% is the accounts that you owe. That's your utilization, guys. I'm going to stop sharing for 1 second. 2 things I always tell my clients and my students that they can control on your credit report. You can control your payment history and you can control your utilization, right? So I want to tell you guys this, when it comes to payments, put the minimum due on a payment plan if you can. You want to be at 100% payment history when you're trying to get funding for your business when it comes to your credit profile. And your utilization, you want your overall utilization to be 30% or less, okay? That is really good. I know you're like, girl, I don't know if I get the 50. I don't know if I can get to 30, but I can get to about 50 utilization. I know that's what y'all saying, honey. 30% is, wait a minute, what you're saying. I get it. Trust me, I get it, right? But I want to tell you what the bank's looking for. 30% will get you high limit credit cards. It will get you a lot more funding. 50% is cool. I'm just telling you what they're looking for, right? 30% is ideal. And some banks look at your overall utilization, and some banks look at your per account utilization, okay? And you can ask these questions, guys. So when you're applying for a credit card, applying for funding, you can ask, when they say your utilization should be 30%, ask them, is that the overall utilization or is that the per account utilization? When I say per account, let's say if Miss Rhonda, hey, Miss Rowley, VIP, I see you, girl. Let's say if Dr. Rowley has 5 credit cards, right? Some banks will look at her account and see what the utilization is. So she might have 1 credit card, 10%, 120, 130, 150, 170, 180. They're going to look at per account. And if you have more accounts on the higher side than the lower side, you can get denied. But other companies will look at the overall utilization. So you all have the ability to ask that, okay? I want to make sure you know that you can ask these questions when you're applying for funding, okay? And one more thing I want to share with you guys on this document before we end this, I'm going to show you guys this right here, okay? This is what allows us to, this is what protects us, okay? I'm going to show you guys this right here because I want you guys to know how and why you're protected when it comes to credit. And y'all, again, can take a screenshot. These are the laws that protect us, guys. So you never have to lie, steal, kill, or destroy, or say you were kidnapped in a white van to get anything off your credit. You don't have to say everything was fraud. You don't have to say, oh my God, no, it wasn't me. We know that's our debt. We don't have to lie, right? Because we have real laws that protect us. There's a law for every single thing that's on your credit profile. I have a client, she filed bankruptcy 3 times. It was on her credit profile. She couldn't get approved for nothing. We got all of them off, right? There's a law for every single thing. Trust me. But the only thing about the credit game, just like the grant game, it's a marathon, not a race. You got to be patient. So if you know your credit is not the best, you just got to be patient. As long as you're patient and trust the process, trust me, you can get where you need to be and you can walk out with 100,000, 200,000 each round when it comes to getting funding for your business, okay? These are the laws, and guys, these are the institutions, okay? These are the institutions that protect us as a consumer, right? The CFPB and the FTC. When it comes to protecting us, this is how we like to dispute our credit profile. So if we know that it's a collection company putting something on there that's not supposed to be on there, I'm about to tell on y'all. You know what I'm telling? I'm telling your mama. I'm calling the CFPB. Yep, I'm telling your mama. So the CFPB governs that, right? The FTC as well. So they're scared of the CFPB. They're scared of the FTC because whenever you file something with the CFPB, guess what happens? That is public. That's public record, and companies get fined. Y'all see sometimes in the news when it says, like just recently, TransUnion fined by the FTC or they're fined by the CFPB. People get indicted by the FTC is because of those companies. They protect to make sure that consumers like me and you are not taken advantage of, right? So if y'all ever see that, those are two ways that we legally can get things off of our credit. Hear me now. Put legal in the chat. Legal. I do everything legally. I know Coach K, man, I'm not trying to go clank clank to help you get better credit. Ain't nobody going clank clank. Nobody's going clank clank just so you can fund your business. We're doing everything legally and by the book. And when you do it that way, not only would you be able to fund one business, guys, you will be able to fund several business for a longer amount of time, which is the end goal, right? We want credit for a long time, not just a good time. We don't need good credit today, and in 30 days, everything back on our profile. Now you can't get no more funding. Now you and Coach K like, Coach K, I messed up my credit, girl. Where's that grant at? No, y'all not about to be rushing my girl trying to get approved for grants. When our credit can get us what we need in the meantime while we're getting approved for the grants, right? So I just wanted to share that with you guys. I wanted to be a testimony that you guys know wherever you are in your credit journey, you can get where you need to be to fund your business, to fund the life that you deserve. Do not think that you are so far behind that you cannot get ahead. I have a client that is 63 years old. 63. And she said, Toya, I never cared about my credit. My kids are grown. I got grandkids. I have my house. I have my car. I never care about my credit. Y'all want to know why she cares about her credit now? Because she wants to now be an entrepreneur. She wants to start getting salon suites. She now wants to have her own business. She now wants to leave something for her grandkids. Never cared about her credit. 63. And now she called me crying because now her credit is in the 700s and now she can get funded, right? So when you have the grants and you have the credit, it's no reason why you shouldn't be able to fund not one business. Not one. Outside of several. Okay, so that's my time. I have a couple freebies. I'm going to make sure Coach K and her team gets them. She can distribute them to the people that she wants. And I want to do something for the people. I'm going to see if Coach K allows me to do it. And I want to reward somebody that signs up for a lifetime. Coach, if she lets us, but I think credit is a necessity. And once we realize that credit is a need, guys, we will care more about our credit. So put a fire in the chat if y'all now care about your credit. Because I know before y'all came on here, y'all probably didn't care. Like, I don't need my credit. I'm just gonna apply for these grants. And girl, I don't need no credit. I don't have to move. I got me a car, you know. But now after today, I want you guys to care about your credit from here on out. Okay? Y'all care?
I love it, Toya. I love it. I love it. Toya, can you do one or two questions?
Of course, I could. I know I just wanted to be respectful of the time, but if you could, I could do questions. You just let me know,
Yep. So
and we could do a couple questions.
if you have a question, use the raise your hand feature. We'll do maybe two questions. Remember to respect the room. You do have to have your camera on. And then when you come up, it's my name is, my question is. So we'll start.
What did you say was first? I didn't even hear you.
Miss Ruby.
I Miss Ruby.
Kim, if you can bring Ruby up.
My name is Ruby, and my question is, thank you, first of all, for being here. I love everything that you're telling us, but my question is, and you said that the funding in 90 days, so that means like every 90 days you can apply for new credit, or
Good question. Yes, ma'am. Good question. Great question. But yes, that's normally how it happens, right? So it's normally funding happens in rounds. So like your first round, that's why you want to get with a funding specialist. Because like if you go into the bank, Ms. Ruby, you might apply for one credit card, right? Whereas if you get with someone that knows about funding, they'll tell you how to apply for four. And you could forward with Experian, forward with TransUnion, forward with Equifax. That's how people maximize their credit, right? Once you know what banks check what, you can maximize your credit. And when you have your first round, you want to maximize it as much as you possibly can, because that's what's going to because you're going to have to wait. Because let's say you get $100,000 your first time getting funded, right? And you try to go apply again for funding, let's say in 30 days, they're going to see that you were recently funded and they're not going to give you anything, right? Because they want to see your behavior. You just got 100,000. What you need us for? Let us see how you are with that 100,000. Let us see, do you make your payments on time? Let us see your behavior. Let us see if we can trust you with that $100,000 that the other banks gave you, right? So that's why in funding terms, around is like every 90 days is a good, so like on that 91st day, go ahead and do a second round. So great question, but yep, it's every 90 days. But make sure y'all keep y'all credit cool. If you know you want to get funding, do not be going to the mall applying for the 5 for 15 Victoria's Secrets and the Old Navy 20% and the Macy's 20%. Hard inquiries drop your credit. And if you do not know how to get hard inquiries off your profile, if you know you want to get funded, do not apply for anything, guys. But great question.
Awesome. Let's go with Miss White.
Hello. Hi.
Hey.
Hi. So the 90 days, when you say you want to use my question, you want to use it in 90 days. So you want to apply for each one of those cards in 90 days, as far as Experience, TransUnion, Equifax. You want to get a card that goes to each one of those in that one cycle. And then is that what we're
Yes, I don't want to confuse you guys. So basically, because banks check, like for instance, so I don't want to confuse you guys. Let me just clear it up. Like for instance, Navy Federal checks Equifax, American Express checks Experian, Truist checks, I think BOA checks like TransUnion, right? So banks check different bureaus. So if
right?
you apply for Bank of America and get 20,000, and then you will go and apply for Navy Federal, they won't see that you just got approved for Bank of America, right? Until it
Right.
shows on your report. So if you know what banks check what, you can really play the system and maximize your credit profile, right? Because one hand won't see the other.
So do all those three different banks that checks three different in one cycle.
Yes,
So it
in
all
one
hits.
round. Yep,
That's
in
what
one
I'm
round.
asking.
Yes, because
Okay.
in 30 days, because the reason why, because normally in 30 days, they're going to see it. Because in 30
Okay.
days is when when it starts to report. And then that's why you want to do it all in one round. And then in 90 days, you do the next round. And then
I
in
got
90
you.
days, you do the next round.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. And but okay, I was just piggybacking off that one. My other question is I have decent
Miss
credit.
White.
It
You
is
gotta
okay.
we gotta respect the room, but just
Okay.
don't
Sorry
around and
about
send me
that.
a DM. That's okay, Miss White.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
We'll do one more. What's up, Miss Miller?
Okay.
Can you hear me? Can y'all
Yes.
hear me?
Okay.
Hi. I'm Venus Miller. I just want to know, how do we get in a room with you, and how can you help us get to that next level?
I'll make sure, for especially for all the lifetime people, I'll make sure Coach K has all the information for me. And my Instagram is there. If someone can just put my Instagram is Build a Brand, you can definitely reach out to me for sure. And I want to do something. I'll get with Coach K to do something for you guys. But just follow me on Instagram and send me a DM, and I'll make sure you're able to do it, and get in contact with me that way. And
Awesome.
some people said you wanted to check that's how you guys can check your, if you all want to check your credit, you could check your credit that way. For those of you that want to check your credit, you can.
Awesome, Toya. That was amazing. I appreciate you for coming back again, flaming the room, and just really educating. Like, I love that your strategy is to educate people the correct way, but also show them what the success looks like when they take advantage or when they lock in on their credit. So I just want to say thank you. I appreciate you. You are amazing at what you
Thank
do.
you.
And thank you for always coming in. Like,
Well,
you're always
well,
on
I don't want to leave without giving the room something with you. I see you gave away some money, some coins. I'm gonna make sure your team gets the freebies, and you can give them to your lifetime people. I'm gonna give you for everybody that joined lifetime. I'm gonna show you guys how to get inquiries off your credit over the phone. I'm gonna show you guys how you can get collections off within 24 hours, how to get charge-offs off within 24 hours. I'm gonna give you guys my methods that I only give my students. I'm going to give you a presentation. And the presentation I created, I'm going to give that to Coach K. So for everybody that joined Lifetime, you guys will have that. But I want to do something else too. So Coach, you can do this how you want. But for the people that did Lifetime, I want to start we'll do like a raffle. Whoever purchased Lifetime first that has Challenger credit, I want to give them credit repair for free. That's valued at $1,000. Whoever secured Lifetime while we was on this call today for free.
Wow.
And the first 10 people that either gets Lifetime once now when I leave, who joins Lifetime when I leave, or join Lifetime during this call, we're going to do a raffle, and I'll give you guys credit repair for 50% off. But you have to prove that you joined Lifetime. We'll do that for the first 10 people, and the first person that was an action taker, I'll give them free credit repair, full credit repair, which is valued at $100. I mean, at $1,000. Excuse me, that's valued at $1,000. And I'll let you and your team decide how you guys want to do that. You send me the names, I'll reach out to them, and we'll get them started to help them on their journey.
Wow, that's amazing. Thank you so much, Toya. Thank you so much. And what we'll do is we'll put we have a call on Monday
Okay.
For all community members. And what I'll do is I'll put their name in we have like a
Okay.
weekly raffle. So I'll put everybody who joined Lifetime in a raffle, and we'll spin the wheel, and whoever so we can make sure it's fair, because some people joined yesterday, some people joined today. So just so we can make sure it's fair for everybody.
Make it fair.
Yep. So
We'll do that. But the first person that joined yesterday and the first person that joined today, Lifetime, if they need credit repair, I'll give the first 2 people that paid for a Lifetime full credit repair that's valued at $1,000, because you are action takers. So whoever the first 2 people that purchase Lifetime that needs credit repair, they'll get free credit repair because they're action takers. And then we could do a raffle for the other 10 and offer them a discounted rate just for them being Lifetime members in your community.
Wow, thank you so much, Toya. We appreciate that. Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye, guys. Love you guys.
All right, we're going to announce the winners on Monday. So the winners will be announced on Monday. So now you got 2 people that are going to get credit repair. We're going to announce them on Monday. You got somebody that's going to win a $500 grant. We're going to announce them on Monday. And then, y'all, this has been amazing. But I'm ready for the next guest speaker. Somebody say ready in the chat if you're ready to keep going. Somebody say ready in the chat if you're ready to keep going. So one thing that I have learned on my journey is that social media is the key to success. You can't do this without the proper social media strategies. You can't do this without knowing the proper way to advertise your business and market your brand. And social media has opened up so many doors for me. And I called my sister, Seven, and I was like, I need you in this summit. I need you to come pour into these entrepreneurs and show them and teach them some of the same skills and strategies that you are teaching me. So I'm just excited to welcome my sister, my friend, my social media strategist, 7 buttons to the stage. 7, are you in the room?
If you're ready to make money online, can I get a ready in the chat? If you are ready to make money online through your social media, can I go ahead and get a ready in the chat? I'm so excited, y'all. It's my sister call, so that means I get to pour into y'all exactly how I would pour into my own community. Can I get a ready in the chat if you're ready to make money online? We want to make money online through all ways. Listen, if you're not making money through social media, you're already leaving money on the table. But can we do something a little special? Can we do this? I want to see something. It's one thing to win by yourself. It's another thing to win with other people. It's one thing to win by yourself. It's another thing to win with other people. And one of my favorite things to say is, I am not attached to anyone's success or failure. I can't take credit for it, but I love to be a part of somebody else's story. Can I get a story in the chat? If you want to be a part of somebody else's story, like I want somebody to look at their success and I was a part, even if it was a small piece, just from something like inviting to the call. So support, can we go ahead and do this? Can we drop the link to the call? Can everybody invite at least one person to the call? Can we get up to like, if everybody invite one person, we'll get up to like 800. Can we all invite at least one person to the call? I want you to have no attachments. We just gonna click the link and we're gonna send it to somebody, and you gotta be like, hey, that crazy girl 7, she about to teach us about social media real quick. I want you to hop on. We're applying for grants. Now, when you get done, can you just drop done in the chat? I love to see people that execute and take action. So can I get a done in the chat? When you've invited at least one person, you're now about to be a part of somebody's story. Can I get a done in the chat? Sequoia done. She got the baby. She rocking her, everything. Well, I'm excited because I want to show you guys how leveraging your social media can get you not only more money online, it's going to help you win grants, it's going to help you grow your business. Let me see what type of business owners we got in the chat. Can you drop in the chat what it is that you do? I want to give you guys the very first part that we're gonna do for social media. I'm gonna tell y'all right now because we got some work to do as soon as we get on. So from this point forward, I'm Coach K, social media coach, but now I'm your social media coach. Can I get a hey coach in the chat? Even if you already got a coach, I'm your coach now. Okay, yeah, I'm your coach now. Can I get a hey coach in the chat? So number one thing, you guys, is anytime you get in a room like this, can you say mastermind? Anytime you get in a room just like the one we're in right now, you're in a mastermind. So that means you're in a mastermind. So that means that you need to be able to network with other people. I can't network with some of you guys on here right now because your social media name is not with your Zoom name. Tip number 1, the easiest way to network is to have your first and last name and your social media name, your Instagram, your Facebook, or your TikTok next to your Zoom name. So can y'all go ahead and start renaming yourselves? Because I see y'all on here, but if I ever wanted to just give you guys a quick follow, I couldn't do that. So this is what we're going to do. My name is 7. I am now your social media coach, and we are about to go over leveraging free communities. Now, I'm going to tell y'all there's 2 types of content. It's content that's for entertainment, and it's content that's going to pay the bills. Have you ever been able to laugh and pay your bills? You can walk up to the rent office and say, ha, 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 and they just say, all right, thank you for the check, and they let you go on without your bills. Have you ever been able to do that? Have you ever been able to call the people that do the light? You call light bills? Hey, I just wanted to go ahead and give you a joke. That's what's going to pay my light bill. Make sure you keep them on all throughout. Have y'all ever been able to do that? I don't think I've been able to do that. If I have, I had so much more money in my bank account because I know how to make a few people laugh, honey, okay? I think I'm a part-time comedian. My father taught me well. But since we can't do that, can I show you guys how to create content that's not for entertainment, but that pays the bills? Content that converts. Yes? Now, note takers and money makers, learners and earners, I have a lot to do with you guys in a little bit of time. So is it okay today if I don't necessarily share my story with you guys? I will tell you things like I did start a part of social media with $27.28 in my bank account as a overworked entrepreneur. Are there any first-time entrepreneurs in the chat? Can I get a first? You're the first person in your business. You're the first one doing it. You don't really have a way. You're figuring it out on your own. So I was paying over $20,000 in my gym rent, right? I was doing social media every single day. Anybody in here consistent? You posting every single day. That don't mean we consistent at the right thing because it's not paying the bills. Yeah. And I was a business owner with just no way out. Shout out to Miss Build a Brand because y'all just learned about credit and funding because I hadn't learned about that either at the time. And I went from having $27.28 in my bank account to over six figures in just one form of income, just from social media, from these things that I changed. And I want to help y'all change them too. Okay. So, note takers and money makers, learners and earners, who got their notes out? Who has their notes out? I need to see who got their notes out. You never want to use your mind as a file cabinet, meaning that your mind is not going to remember everything that I say. And because it will not, because your mind will not, that means that you need to actually write it down. Okay. You need to write it down. Now, I am going to tell y'all, I'm in Dallas, Texas. I'm here to speak on social media too. So I want to let y'all know I'm not at my home computer. So it may just be in a little bit lagging. Can I get it? That's okay, coach? I just want to make sure y'all okay. We in here, we like family, right? Y'all like, don't hold me to that. This is not my normal standard, okay? Now, the first thing that I want you guys to do is I need everybody to know that you're on here right now and you're doing the thing. You're doing social media. So my Instagram is @7stylist. I want you guys to go ahead and post and tag me. And I want you to put what your goal is to earn on social media. I want you to tag me on Instagram. I want you to take a little boomerang, tag me, and let people know, because most people are going to think it's by luck. Some people are going to think it's by mistake. I want people to know for sure that you are on here and you are learning and growing and you are ready to take your social media to the next level. When you got done already, can you drop a done in the chat? Some of y'all are very fast executors. So I already got some notifications coming up. I don't know how y'all did it that fast. Maybe y'all inside of my community, so y'all already knew I was about to say that, because y'all got done real quick. That was absolutely insane, okay? Now, your content isn't a hobby. It should be a 24/7 sales machine. I want you to pick up your phone and repeat after me. My phone is a money magnet. Repeat after me. My phone is a money magnet. Repeat after me. My phone is a money magnet. You want to make sure that this phone that you have is a money magnet. Now, I like to do a lot of things and examples, y'all. So where was y'all's very first apartment? My first apartment, I want to consider it kind of like my dorm room. I'm going to say that. I really felt like my dorm was an apartment, right? And I never forget, I went in and I got all of this stuff and it was pink everywhere. Thank God I'm out of that phase as I think about it right now. Every single thing was pink. My curtains was pink. My pillows was pink. What was y'all's first apartment decorated like? Drop it in the chat. I literally had pink every single where, all over the place, right? And I decorated, and when I was there, it felt like home. Like my apartment just felt like it was home to me, because I'm like, I'm away from home. This is my thing. Now, when it was time for me to move schools, what do y'all think I could take? The only thing that I could take when I moved schools from my apartment was, there we go, Ramona, my stuff only. Meaning, I couldn't take the bed that they had got me. I could only take the blanket. I couldn't take all of the, like, I couldn't take the paint off the wall. All I was able to take was what I had contributed to the room. I want you to look at social media the exact same way. Your followers, you don't own them. When you're on social media, you're on rented land. Meaning, at any point in time, if Instagram shuts down, if they decide to remove your page, guess what? Your followers are not yours. They are rented land. I'm about to break some of you guys free about social media. It's not about going viral. It's not about having the most views and the most likes. The goal for social media is to go from their rented land to taking them to something that you own. I need you to write that down. The goal for social media is from taking people. Instagram is rented land. As y'all, we're business owners right in here. Drop your business in the chat. Your goal for social media is not to get the most likes, it's to get the most leads. If you needed that, can I get it? That's good in the chat. I tell people all the time, I don't care about all the likes. I don't care about being viral. My goal is to get the most leads. My goal is to get people off of that rented property into my owned land. Because what's the best thing about owning your own home? It's all yours. You can do what you want. You can say what you want. You can promote what you want. And you know exactly how to make people feel at home, right? Let me ask y'all this. Who got this policy when they come to your house? No shoes, leave your shoes at the door. Who one of those people? Leave your shoes at the door. I am a no outside clothes in the bedroom. Drop them. I don't care who you are. Kids, family. My grandma was real big on wherever you sit at, you better have a coaster when you sit down and you drink. This might be a little extra of me, but I'm always, if you use a dish, just rinse it off, at least put it in a dishwasher. Don't just leave it in the sink. No dishes in the sink by the time I go to bed. But I also know when I welcome somebody into my home, I know how to make them feel at home. Like when people come to my house, I like to make them feel like they're like a little Airbnb, but it also feel like somewhere that they never want to stay. That's what it's like when you get people off of social media where everybody is just trying to sell them. And then you get them into your email list. You get them into your free communities. You can make them feel at home. And guess what? When people feel at home, they never want to leave. And that's how you win with social media. Can I break the content to common systems down for you guys so that you can start getting your leads into your own land? The person with the most leads and the most emails wins. So we have a lot of things that our social media needs to do. The first thing is going to be attract. Everybody drop it in the chat, attract. In order to get people onto my land that I want to get them to, the first thing I have to do is attract them over there. I have to write this down, you guys, new eyes on my page. New eyes on my page. I want you guys to think about this. This is gonna be your fun content. A lot of you, anybody in here have employees? This can be content that you make with maybe your employees pranking you, y'all showing different things in the office. This is going to be you following trends. This is going to be content that is open to everybody. So let's use Miss Build a Brand for an example, right? Content that is for everybody, since she does credit repair, content that is for everybody. Instead of credit repair, it would just be, these are things that you can do with your American Express. It's a broad idea that will attract people to her page. Let me see what some other businesses are. Let me see, drop them in the chat. Let me see what we got in here. Photography, perfect. Debbie, thank you for the first thing. So Debbie, I just posted something that I use for my attraction piece. I post my iPhone settings. So maybe Debbie does photography and she can just post and say, if you have a camera, these are my favorite settings. So this is going to just be something that is broad for everybody. So if I see somebody on here that is a health coach, right? So if you're a health coach, you can say, these are 3 things that you should eat if you're looking to lose weight. It's broad for everybody, meaning this is going to get a lot of eyes on my page. Yes? Following trends. One of my favorite things, you guys, is to repost other people's content and to tag the source. Anybody in here still watch the news? Not me really, but I know some people do. Does anybody in here still watch the news? Okay, we got a few. We got a few of y'all that's still in here. I get on Instagram and that's my news. So the thing about the news, well, when we used to watch it, what are they reporting on there? Daily action, politics, bad things, not mainstream drama, devastation. Woo, we got to bring a therapist on here, baby. Let's go to the positive side. They're reporting stories that are not necessarily theirs. So it's kind of like when your friend call and be like, girl, I got something to tell you. I give y'all an example. My mom calls me about everything that's on Facebook. I do not really get on Facebook. My mom runs my Facebook, y'all, and she will call me. First of all, I don't know what it is about Facebook. They will literally post and be like, hey, everybody, just to let you know, Auntie so-and-so just passed away. It's like, why are we reporting that to the whole world at one time? Anyways, so my mom will call me to tell me something that's on Facebook, but when she calls and tells me, she'll also be sending me the page at the exact same time. So now when I get on this person page, what are we doing when we get on the page, y'all? I'm on this deep dive all the way down their page for no reason. Like, I'm literally like, at their baby's graduation now. That was not this year, but last year. I'm saying that because the original story wasn't my mom's. It was something that she seen online that she told me about that I then went and looked at. And now I'm down this person page and I probably don't follow them at this point. That's exactly what your attraction content is like. Even if you're reposting somebody else's content, it brings new eyes to your page. And now they're looking at every single thing that you do. So let me see. Can I get what businesses we got in the chat again? Let me see something in here. If y'all needed that, can I get it? That's good. I like, Wait, somebody said they make pound cakes? Okay, AI. Perfect. So if I see something reported in AI, let's just say Alicia Little reports something, a big change, an investment that somebody made. I can go to her Instagram page. Write this down, you guys. I can go to her Instagram page. I can hit the 3 dots at the top, select remix, and I will be able to share that post to my page. If it got 100,000 likes on Alicia Little's page, can it get 10,000 on mine? If I post it on my page, won't somebody call somebody else and be like, dang, did you hear about so-and-so in AI? They just invested. And it's breaking news for my audience. So now I have new eyes on my page. Everybody got new eyes? Can we get new eyes? Can I get new eyes? Say, I need it. That's good. But remember, with the new eyes on your page, you guys, guess what? What are we on still? What are we on still? We still on rented land. Even if somebody driving by and they just looking, it's still rented land. That's why if you have a viral post, it doesn't matter because that's rented eyes. Going viral doesn't mean new money because I'm still on rented land. I haven't taken these people off of here. I hope I just broke somebody loose. Can I get it as good in the chat? Going viral doesn't matter because I'm still on rented land. You still belong to Instagram. All that means is that you stopped by to give me a little look. You turned on the news for the second, but I have to get you to stay to then get you to the next place. If y'all are ready to get them to stay, can I get a stay in the chat? I got the new eyes on my page. Now, how do I get them to stay? The second thing we're going to do is to engage. We're going to turn your new eyes into believers. Now, I know we all did different, but I grew up as a pastor's child. Oh my God. Yeah, I know some people are thinking like, hey, Seven, I see on Instagram that you had a wife. Yeah, so you know, I'm one of the pastor's child that they had sit in the front pew. You sit down right here. You don't go nowhere. I was in all types of stuff, the choir and everything else. You know, I used to just be in there having a blast, right? And what the thing that would happen is when you bring people to church, what do they say? Come as you are. Everybody welcome. We don't judge. And then it's like the pastor starts preaching, right? I'll never forget, the pastor preached to me so good. I had went home and broke up with the person that I was with because I'm like, this sermon is for me. I'm not sure how pastors do that, but it's like you get in there after you done heard the choir, you know, the choir singing, you like, and so they say, come as you are and everything. You like, that's for me. And what happens is, eventually, as I start feeling that the sermon is for me, it makes me into a believer. It makes me end up, because what happens is, as we get made into a believer, what do? Then we decide that we're going to join the church because some way you were able to relate to me to now I understand what I finally didn't get. And Instagram is the exact same way. Your followers are going to come to you as they are. Your job is to be able to shift their belief, make them feel accepted, relate to them, so that you can turn them into a believer of the transformation that you provide. If you needed that, can I get it? That's good in the chat. Meaning now I have to be able to nurture you. And sometimes, don't it take you it takes some people more than one time to go to church, right? When I first walked into my grandma's church, she said, you get baptized. I said, no, I'm not. No, I am not. Y'all keep dunking people in that water. They coming up, all of that. They hair messed up. Then they still stay at church. I don't even understand it. I'm not doing it. But then eventually, you keep coming back again. You come back again. You come back again. And you're a believer. Social media is the exact same way. You may have somebody that comes one time to your page. You can educate them and they get it. But some people, it's going to take them coming again and again and again. So now you have to nurture them with educational content. This content is going to show why you are the best in your field. This content is going to show how you know how to solve their problem. So can I get in the chat what somebody else does again? What does everybody do? Let's go with some examples. Postpartum doula, love it. So as a postpartum doula, I can say this will be my educational content. Stop. If you just had a baby and you're feeling like you're down low but don't know why, this video is for you. I want to give you 3 things that you may be suffering from that is actually postpartum and it's not just the blues. 1, you might feel like you are regretting ever being pregnant or having a baby. 2, you're isolating yourself from all of your friends and family. 3 is going to be the one that's the most that is not talked about. I want you to check the comments. Comment postpartum below if you need more help with postpartum tips. Now, that is off the top of my head. I ain't been postpartum in a long time. But do you see how I can now educate somebody with something that they have been doing? Oh, I ain't even got to tell y'all. Y'all catching on. Y'all giving me that. That's good, right? I'm going to hook you in. I'm going to educate you. Guess what, y'all? In your educational content, I want you to give 3 tips minimum. I tell people this all the time. I give out my free stuff is better than somebody's paid course. Why? Because nurturing content is what helps people beat out any objection that they have before they get to the checkout. You want to be the best in your field at what you do. So you want to give out as much info, write this down. Give out as much information for free. Your free stuff should be better than somebody's paid stuff. Now, I said we was going to be a coach. Can I get a hey coach in the chat? Hey coach. I want y'all to pull out your phone real quick. Everybody pull out your phone. Pull out that phone. Pull out that phone. I want you to go to your Instagram. Is nurturing content the content that you're missing the most? Is nurturing content the content that you are missing the most? Where are my VIPs at? Can I see who all my VIPs are in here in the chat? If you're a VIP, I'm gonna make sure that you get this document. It's specifically for you guys. I'm gonna make sure you get this document specifically for you guys because this is information that you can use forever. I'm gonna drop this prompt in the chat though, just one of them. I'm not gonna have time to get to every single prompt though. So I wanna make sure that if you aren't VIP, can we go ahead and drop the link to upgrade to VIP? I'm gonna drop this prompt because if you don't have nurturing content, I'm gonna help you with it right now. You are gonna put this into your favorite AI tool. I think Claude or ChatGPT. You are a content strategist who specializes in nurturing content that builds belief and trust before the sale. Here is my business, what I sell, who I help, the transformation I provide, where they start, where they end up. The number one thing my audience doubts or doesn't believe. Create 12 pieces of nurturing content for me, mapped across these 4 jobs. Teach, prove, relate, and reframe. For each, give me the job it does, a scroll, stop, and hook, and a 2 to 3 sentence outline of the point. When you have put yours into your favorite app of AI, can I get a wow in the chat, or can I get a that's good? Because you now have nurturing content to offer your audience. You can now no longer say, hey, Seven, I don't know what to say. I don't educate. I don't know how to give out my freebies. You will now be able to give out your best stuff for free. If that was good, can I get a hey, coach in the chat? Hey, coach. And guess what, you guys? Let's take it a step further. You can ask ChatGPT to schedule this to send them to you every Monday. Every single Monday. Every single Monday. Chat can now send this to you every single Monday. If you needed that, can I get a that's good in the chat? No, some of y'all like, I'm about to go educate my audience something so serious. Why? Because I want to tell you guys something. The most talented does not win. The person who markets the best and gives out the best information is who wins. I tell people all the time, I do not want to be the most viral. I do not want to be the most popular. I want to give out the most education because I can outmarket anybody at this point in time. I have 3 speaking events today, all because on my page, all you see is information, education. Yes? So now that we're educating them, what happens when we're educating them, you guys? I want to make sure you know that your automation should be set up because with each piece of content, you're going to want to give out a freebie. We're going to go over that. For everybody that's locked in, we're all of the members that got locked into the community. I'm going to make sure I come back and do a class with y'all on automations, okay? We're going to do a class, straight automations. I'm going to make sure we do a class, straight automations. So when we do an automation, you guys, and we give them a freebie, we get them off of that rented land, right? Now we get them into our email list. Guess what happens when I get you into my email list? Now you're on land that I own. I want to take it a step further for you guys. Lead people into a free community. Why? Because in my free community, I can give out as much information for free. I can say the things I want. You're inside of my place, and you're going to start telling people, not that girl on Instagram. You're going to say, oh my God, you got to follow Debbie. She give out the photography tips. I'm about to give you, she got this free community where she gives out so much stuff. Why is that good? Because inside of a community, guess what? People trust you. It's now easier to sell to them. It's now your warm market. But let's get into the last piece of content that we need. It's going to be convert. So y'all know, let's go back to church. We all in church. Rachel, you with me? We in church. So, you know, we done brought people in. My favorite song used to be Melodies from Heaven. Hey, rain down on me. I knew when they sung that, I was going to be in church, okay? So that we got people in with our attraction content. Now the pastor done preached us and you done made me into a believer. Now that I'm a believer and I done committed to the church, what still comes around at the end? The offering plate. No matter how good the sermon is, the offering plate still come around. They don't just say, and that word was for you. Bye, see you next Sunday. They say that word was for you, and they start passing the plate. And guess what? On some Sundays, you know, I used to see some of my aunties just touch the plate and say, God, you know my heart. I never forget. I used to be like, why they be doing that? My grandma was like, stop saying that out loud. That means that they didn't have the money. I used to be like, my bad, girl. I'm just asking why they touching the plate. They ain't putting nothing in there. You keep making me put my dollar in there. Now I only got $2. Now I only got one. Right? So some people would just touch the plate, and then some people would basically just, you know, put in whatever it was that they had. Why am I saying that? You still need content to tell people exactly how to spend money with you. Some people aren't going to be ready to spend money with you yet, so they're going to just touch the plate and come back next Sunday. Some people are going to be ready to spend money with you, but you have to put the offering plate around so that they know it's time to give you money. And guess what? For the people that touch the plate, we don't make them feel any different. We just make sure the plate keep coming around so that when they are ready, because I keep nurturing them, why are they going to keep coming back? They're going to keep coming back because the sermon's so good every Sunday. That's your educational content. It's so good every time you post it. You're giving out so much free information so that finally when they're ready to spend their money, they're going to say, I'm going to take my offering over here. But guess what? If you never give them your offering plate, they're going to go to the church next door. They're going to get a good sermon. And that church going to pass around the plate. So they're going to give them their money. AKA, if you don't talk about your business and how to make money with your business and how people can shop with you, they're still going to take your great education and go spend money somewhere else to get it done. And guess what, you guys? Now we compound this. So now that we know all 3 types of pieces of content to make, now we just do this over and over in a revolving door. And now guess what? We keep nurturing these people because our goal is to get you into my own land. I'm getting you into my email list. I'm getting you into my free community. Do you guys now see how social media can actually make you money? Because now since you're in my own land, anytime that I have an offer, I'm already giving you out so much stuff for free that you're thinking, I wonder what it's like when I pay. And I'm going to remind you what it'll be like when you pay in your email. I'm going to remind you what it'll be like when you pay in my free community. But my biggest goal was to get you off of social media. I hope today that I opened up you guys' eyes to, you don't have to go viral. You don't have to be the person with millions of followers on social media. Your goal is to build your monetization ladder. What's your free thing that gets people off of social media into your owned land so that then you can keep taking them up your monetization ladder? It may be into your low ticket. It may be into another community. So then guess what, you guys? As I get you off of social media, I'm able to have access to you forever. Guess why we want to get them off that rented land? You only on there for so long because that rented land isn't theirs either. And I want to have access to you forever. So this is what I want to do, you guys. This is what I want to do. If that was good, can I get it that's good in the chat? If that was good, can I get it that's good in the chat? Can I get it that's good in the chat? So for one, I want to make sure that I'll make sure that we put this in the VIP portal so that I have a prompt that builds out your whole free community for you. If y'all want that? Can I get a free in the chat? Y'all want that? I don't know if y'all want it. I just need a free in the chat if y'all want that. Okay, we're gonna make sure y'all get that. But can I take it one step further? I want to show you guys the one thing that your social media is missing. It's gonna be this right here. Hey Sloan, I'm on a call with Coach K's community. And we have some people that are locking in for a lifetime. And I want to show them how we can get them set up with you where you'll be able to do their email campaigns, write out their content scripts. You'll be actually able to make their content, make their flyers. You can even schedule their content, respond to their emails. I want to make sure I do this for everybody that's locked in at a lifetime. So can you just give me like a little breakdown of what we can do for them? This is me talking to my Sloan, you guys, in my messages. For anybody can I see the lifetime members that already locked in at a lifetime? For all of my people that lock in at a lifetime, whether you locked in yesterday, today, when you lock in, I'm going to come inside of Coach K's community and we will be setting up your social media content strategist that is your AI agent. All you have to do is talk to it and it will do every single thing for you. It will script out your content. It will tell you, and guess what, y'all? It's based off of my little brain. So it's not going to be generic things, and all you have to do is talk to it. I'm talking about no scripts, no prompts. You're going to be talking to it. I want y'all to drop in the chat what you're going to name yours. Team, can you drop how you can lock in at a lifetime? I have somebody say how you lock in at a lifetime. Dropping it. Mine is Sloan. Okay, I have Sloan Mercer. She's my girl. She just wrote back to me everything that we're going to be able to show you guys. And I want to be able to help you take social media to the next level. So for all my VIPs, we're going to make sure that you can get inside of, we're going to make your free community, make sure you have all the prompts today. But for all of my people that are locked in at a lifetime, you're committed. I'm going to come in. We're going to have a class. I'm going to show you how to build out your free community, how to design your free community. And not only that, we are going to make your AI content strategist. So now you no longer need a graphic designer. You no longer got to figure out your own content. It can help you find brand deals. And this is all from one decision that you made today. So I want to say thank you so much to my sister, Coach K, for having me. Y'all are locked in with the best. I can't wait to see who we get locked in at a lifetime. And I want to do this, you guys, because I want y'all to know how serious I am. Lock in now, and Coach K, you can put it on there for me. I want to make sure that I'm the person. Why come in and we do this week coming up? Can we do it right now? Because somebody put immediately in the chat. I want to do it immediately. Let's lock in and get these agents built out immediately. So I want to say thank you so much. Thank you guys for having me. I'm Seven Buffins. Tag me on Instagram, you guys. And I can't wait to see your content that converts. Talk to you soon. Okay, bye.
Let's go. I need some fire emojis in the chat. Seven, that was absolutely amazing. Y'all, my agent, it has been a game changer. So I can only imagine when Seven comes inside, how it's going to pour into each and every one of you, helping you with your emails, building out your free communities. Yo, Seven, you didn't play any games. If you locking in for lifetime, drop lifetime in the chat. Seven, thank you so much. I know you have other speaking engagements, so I just appreciate you for stepping in and pouring into us today. Thank you. Awesome, awesome, awesome. All right, you guys. So as you know, we are getting ready to wrap up here in just a few minutes, and we're going to go into the VIP room. In the VIP room, what we're going to do today is we're going to apply for over $50,000 in grants together. So we're going to apply for some additional grants together. I'm going to answer questions that you have. So if you have questions, I'll be able to answer, and I'm sure you do. I'm going to be able to answer some questions, but I don't want this conversation to end here. I know that over the last 2 days that you have learned something that has helped you grow in your business. I know that over the last couple of days that I have been able to teach you and educate you. So my advice to you is don't let this stop here. what will happen is that most of the time people will take notes. They'll come to these summits. They'll join for free. They'll take notes. You're going to lose the notebook. You're going to forget something that I said, and you're going to miss out. You're going to give up and you're not going to keep going. But then there's a group of people that decide that they don't want to stop here, that they want to keep growing. They want to keep elevating, and they make the decision that this is their season and they're going to do whatever it takes to get to the next level. If that is you, I want to help you get to that next level. I want to help you get to the next level. I am in the space where I am because I understand the importance of locking in with somebody that's already doing the work. Sometimes when you're growing and when you're elevating and you have the ideas of being an entrepreneur, you feel like you can do it all on your own. And I'm gonna be honest, when I first started my business, I thought I was that person. And because I had the mindset of I could figure it out on my own, I made a lot of mistakes in my business. It wasn't until I locked in with somebody who already had the blueprint that could show me what to do, I was truly able to scale and grow my business to the 7-figure business that it is. Sometimes when you're growing, you have to find the missing piece to your puzzle. You feel like you're doing it all and nothing seems to be coming together. And sometimes you have to find the missing piece to your puzzle. Sometimes that missing piece is a person. So my ask of you is to allow me to support you. My ask of you is to allow me to educate you, allow me to teach you, and let's go out here and get this grant money together. It's businessandgrantcommunity.com. Team, you can drop the link in the link in the chat, businessandgrantcommunity.com. And I'm just excited to be able to help entrepreneurs. I wake up every single day excited to share this information, excited to pour into entrepreneurs. You can set this community up on a payment arrangement. There are people who joined. If you invested yesterday, let me know how much you paid. If you invested in Lifetime yesterday, let me know how much you paid to invest, or paid to get started. Some people joined yesterday and they paid $0 out of pocket. Keisha says she paid $0 to get started. Miss Sonatina says she paid $0. I love it. Tammy says she paid $97. So there are payment arrangements available for you that still give you lifetime access. Still give you lifetime access to this information, and some of you can get started at $0 out of pocket today. So my question to you is, now that we know that lifetime is there, now that we know you have a coach that's going to support you and educate you and continue this journey with you, what's stopping you from taking action? What's stopping you from taking action? I didn't want to do payment plans. I paid in full. I love that. So you do payment. When you do the payment plan or payment arrangement, you have to select Sizzle, Zip, or Afterpay. For whatever reason, if you're not approved for one of those, we do have a third-party company that we work with called Clarity Pay. They're a little bit more lenient. So, team, if you could drop Clarity Pay in the chat for me. If you didn't get approved, try the option we just put in. I paid in full because I'm all in. I love that. Going lifetime right now. I'm excited. I was approved for Blue Vine Business Checking Account and Emergency Savings today. Congratulations, Christy. Congratulations. So my question to you is, and I want you to answer this in the chat, now that there's an opportunity for us to keep going and to lock in on this information today, what's stopping you? What's stopping you? I'm all in. I love it. I love it. I love it, Sophia. Somebody said money. Okay, so this is what I want to do. So after you join the community, this is what's going to happen. After you join the community today, you get access to the community today. As soon as you join, you get access to the community today. For whatever reason, if you don't have access, just email our team and they'll make sure you get the access you need. You're going to get access to the resources. We have a Q&A call on Sunday. On Monday, we have a new member orientation call. In this new member call, I'm going to walk you through how to properly use the community. I'm going to give away a $500 grant. I am going to announce the winners of the credit giveaway that Shatoya announced. And then we're just going to get to know each other a little bit better. Yep, if you upgrade to lifetime, you can reach out to our team and let them know, or you can reach out to our team and upgrade, and they'll stop the monthly option. Yes. I'm locked in, but this is all new for me. Okay, so this is what I'm gonna do. Because I see in the chat, there's some people who said, hey, Coach K, I want to be in, but maybe I was declined for payment arrangements and I just don't have it to invest. I'm going to let maybe a couple of people come inside. It's going to be a monthly investment of just $47. So you're going to be able to pay for 1 month for $47. After the 1 month, you can upgrade to lifetime, you can cancel, or you can continue at $47. Team, can you drop the link for monthly in the chat for me? Can you drop the link for monthly in the chat for me? So you can go lock in your spot for monthly for just $47. So if you were declined for payment arrangements, if you were declined for payment arrangements, if you were declined for the Clarity Pay and you still want access, it's $47. This will not be available later. I will tell you that. It pays for itself. I've earned over 23K in the first 10 days of being a part of the community in credit lines and business cards. I love that, Amanda. It definitely pays for itself. Imagine being like Amanda and making an investment of $597 and getting $23,000 in money for your business within just a couple of days. If you're choosing between Coach K and another coach, she is the real deal. Thank you, Vera. Type invested. If you invested in you, type invested in the chat. I see a couple of people with their hands up. We're going to do Q&A in the VIP room. So we won't do any questions right now. We'll do it in the VIP room. If you invested, type I invested in the chat. Let me do some shout outs. Shout out to Sharika. Sharika just invested. I love it. I love it. I love it. Shout out to Kimberly. Kimberly invested in Lifetime. Keith invested in Lifetime. Barbara invested in Lifetime. Congratulations. Naomi invested in Lifetime. Malika invested. Congratulations. Congratulations. All in, best investment ever. Thank you, Alan. Been invested, well worth it. Well worth it. So this is what I'm going to do. As another bonus, everybody that invests in Lifetime, we're going to do a 5-day challenge in 2 weeks, starting on the 21st. Everybody that invests in Lifetime, I'm also going to throw in a bonus VIP ticket to the 5-day challenge. So you get a VIP ticket to the 5-day challenge where I'm going to be able to, same thing, very similar to this, but more detail. This 5-day challenge is more about business growth. So I realized that there were a lot of entrepreneurs that needed access to grant funding, but they needed strategies to grow their business as well. So in this 5-day challenge, I'm going to break down how to grow your business, how to build out communities, how to increase your social media strategies, and how to get money to make it happen. So for everybody that invests in Lifetime, I am going to give you 5 days of VIP access as a bonus to come work with me so I can help you take your business to the next level. I'm Lifetime now. Congratulations. Congratulations. All right, you guys. So I'm going to do one more thing. It's for all Lifetime members, Amanda. So you're in. How do we get started with Afterpay? Team, can you drop the link in the chat again for me? And team, can somebody reach out to Janet Wilson for me? Tim, can you just drop the regular business and grant community link for me? Thank you. All right, so this, if you want access to this community, and let's just say you want to sign up for payment plans and payment arrangements, let me just share my screen. All right, so this is what you're going to do. When you come inside, you're going to see the screen here, and you're going to go, yes, I want to join now. If you want to do payment options, there is a lifetime option for $597. This price will not be $597 once this summit ends. So $597. Select yes, I want to join, and then it's going to bring you to a screen like this. You can select either Sizzle, Afterpay, or Zip. Okay, those are the payment arrangement options that are available for you. Now, there's no inquiry on your credit to try it. If you decide to go forward with it, it could potentially be an inquiry. Small hit, not a hard hit. Okay, if for whatever reason you're declined for Sizzle or Afterpay or Zip and you still want access to payment options, we have another company that we work with called Clarity Pay. The requirements are not as strict. So there are some people that joined. If you joined and you paid $0, which company did you use? Let me know in the chat. There are some people that join and paid $0 but they still get lifetime at $0 out of pocket today, but they still get lifetime access. And then they're just gonna set it up on small monthly payments. So they might have paid $0 today, and in 2 weeks might have another payment of $25, $50, or a small monthly payment associated with it. All right, this is what I want to do because there's still some people. If you're working on it, type working on it in the chat. Dr. Rhonda, welcome to the family. Somebody said Sizzle was $0. Sizzle was $0. Okay, I love that. All right, I want to do one last thing before we get ready, before I announce the iPad winner. And before we remember the iPad winner, you have to be in the room. The iPad winner, you have to be in the room, so don't hang up. I mean, the MacBook winner, you have to be in the room, so don't hang up. So one more thing before we do that. And then there's two winners, $100 for opening up your checking account and $100 for opening up your high yield savings account. Team, can somebody send Miss Crawford, Miss Lamaya Crawford, the link for monthly, please? 1 second, Miss Crawford, we'll send you the correct link. All right, so this is what I'm going to do. I see there's some people that still want to be in the room, but maybe you don't have it to invest right now, but you still want to continue this and you don't want it to end here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop a link in the chat for you to come work with me for 7 days inside of the community at no cost to you. You're still going to get access to the community. You just don't get access to all of the VIP resources and tools. And then you still get access to the Monday call. You also get access to the Sunday calls as well. So team, can you can you drop the link in the chat for trial for entrepreneurs to come work with me for 7 days at no cost to them? And then after the 7 days, you can upgrade or you can cancel. After the 7 days, you can make the choice of either upgrading or you can cancel. All right, so this is one of our community members, Mary. I want to show you guys the power of grants and what grants can actually do for you. Mary has won or been awarded over $700,000 in grants for her business now. She was able to open up her childcare center. She was able to hire staff and hire employees. She was able to get access to a grant to actually market her business. This is the power of grants and what grants can actually do for you. All it takes is that you lock in with somebody that can show you the blueprint. Mary came inside of our community, joined our community, learned how to incorporate AI into her grant answers, and start applying for multiple grants every single week, sometimes every single day to help her get this outcome. Imagine you turning a $597 investment into six figures in grants because you made one decision, and that was to finally take the risk and lock in on you. The decisions that you're afraid to make might just be the ones to help you build financial wealth and help you get financial freedom and help you build generational wealth. But you're afraid to take the risk. Somebody type risk in the chat. If you have invested and you are ready to take the risk, type risk in the chat. Here's my promise to you. If you lock into this platform, this community, and you allow me to pour into you and teach you and educate you more about grants and help you get access to the money that's out there, and you come inside and you take action on this information, if you don't get results, I will refund you every penny back. But if you come inside and you lock in and you execute and you allow me just 10 to 15, maybe 20 minutes every single day to pour into you, you will get results in your business. It's not if you get access to this opportunity, it's when you get access, but it requires that you make a decision that you are ready to finally show up for you and you are ready to stop playing small when it comes to your dreams and your goals. There are a lot of entrepreneurs who feel like they can do this themselves, and this is what happens when you try to do it on your own. Your grants are usually denied, and you get burnt out and you feel stuck. But what I want you to know is that you are next. Type I'm next in the chat. When you make the decision to finally go all in on you, when you make the decision to finally show up for you, there is a company that will believe in you and give you access to the grants or funding you need to take your dreams to the next level. I want you to type I'm next in the chat. So you're probably thinking, but Coach K is $597. And the truth is, some of us have an iPhone that costs double the amount that we're making monthly payments on, and it's not making us any money. But what if you invest $597 and then in 30 days you get access to $150,000 in grants like Mr. Birch? Or in 7 days, like my girl Amanda, you get access to $23,000 in opportunities for your business. So imagine you lock in, you invest this $597, and this $597 changes your life because you believed in you. One thing I encourage entrepreneurs is to commit first, make it perfect later. There are so many people that miss out on opportunities because they think everything has to be perfect before they take action. But when you commit first and make it perfect later, you get to open up opportunities to help you exceed, to help you grow, and to help you elevate. This is my girl, Miss Cecilia. Miss Cecilia says she's not letting a credit score hold her back. She's not letting hardship hold her back. She said she was in bankruptcy, and after bankruptcy, she joined the community, or while in bankruptcy, she joined the community. Her credit score was less than 600, and she still got approved for a credit card because she followed the blueprint. Most people think when you go through some type of hardship or when you file bankruptcy, there's no credit cards or companies that will fund you. But when you lock in with somebody that has done the work and that has built relationship and can tell you where to go, these are the type of results that you get. Miss Cecilia came back and got awarded her a $2,500 grant for her business because she locked in and took the risk. You commit first and you make it perfect later. When you commit to going to the next level, when you commit to elevation, when you commit to growth, you get to perfect it along the way. But when you wait and you say it has to be perfect, I got to have that LLC before I start. My credit has to be good before I start. I got to make sure the kids are okay before I start. When you put all of these things in front of you, it never happens. But when you commit first and when you go through the journey of trying to make it perfect later, that's when the success gets to happen. And this is another one of our community members. Her name is Megan. Megan joined on a payment plan. Megan signed up for the community on a payment plan and turned that payment plan into a $50,000 opportunity. Imagine you signing up for a payment plan today. And there are some people who feel like, oh, I shouldn't do this. It's on a payment plan, or I'm ashamed to say I'm a payment plan. I'm going to be honest with y'all. I invested into a coaching program and I didn't have the money for the coaching program. I had to put it on a payment plan in order to be a part of this program. But that same program I invested in now has made me a better speaker. That same program that I invested in now has companies who come to me and pay me to speak at their events. And it's because I had to make a payment plan to make the investment to help me grow. So imagine being like Megan and you sign up for this payment plan and you make small monthly payments, but now it gets you access to $50,000 in money to take your dreams to the next level. And it's all because you took the risk. There are some people that don't even make $50,000 a year. And my girl got $50,000 in free money just for answering a couple of questions and telling these companies how she was going to use the money for her business. And these are some of our other community members that have received their first grant. Miss Vicky, Miss Joy. Companies are investing into entrepreneurs, but now it requires that you invest in you. So maybe you're thinking, well, Coach K, can I just hire a grant writer? This is Mr. Birch. He was awarded $150,000 in grants for his business, and he did not hire a grant writer. He used the skills, he used the blueprint, he used the tools inside of the community, and he used AI and got $150,000 in grants. This is one of our community members. His name is Reginald. Reginald won a $50,000 grant, and he said, I wish my mother was here to celebrate with me. Oftentimes we feel like we have more time. We think we can do it next time. We think we can do it next week. And sometimes when we wait and we procrastinate, we miss out on opportunities to celebrate with the people that we love the most. So if all this did was help you get access to one grant, would it be worth the investment? If this community gave you access to $10,000 in money for your business, would it be worth the investment? If this community just surrounded you with the accountability and support that you need, because some of you are in a space where you're not growing because you're not surrounded around people that actually pour into you. Some of you are around like-minded people who tell you don't start the business. Some of you are around like-minded people that laugh at you when you tell them your dreams and tell you your goals. But this community, what we do is we support you. We give you more information. We share ideas. We don't laugh at you. We do the crazy thing with you. We take the risk with you. So you're probably thinking, well, Coach K, I'm just getting started. Is this opportunity for me? My girl Charlene got access to $8,000 in 24 hours of setting up her LLC. So imagine you take the risk on you. You bet on you today. You set the foundation up for your business today. Tomorrow you get $8,000 because you stopped playing small. On the left side is me barely making $4,000 a month, working for a company, exhausted, overwhelmed, tired, depressed. On the right side is me in Dubai, the middle of the week. I think it was a Tuesday or Wednesday. My daughter was with me, making over 6 figures a month. I'm showing you this because this is an example. This is what happens when you finally bet on you. I'm showing you this because this is what happens when you take the risk and actually start believing in your dreams and believing in your goals, and you manifest what's possible. All right, so this is what I want to do. All right, so before we go, I'm getting ready to announce the winner of the iPad. I'm going to announce the winner of the $100 giveaway for business checking account, a winner of a $100 giveaway for the for the personal savings account. And then I want to do something else. I am hosting a 5-day challenge in 2 weeks. It starts on the 21st. So imagine what we did today, these last 2 days, if we could do this for 5 days. Is it okay if I invite you guys to join for free? So everybody gets free general admission, but if you join Lifetime, you get VIP. Everybody gets to come for free, but if you join Lifetime, you get VIP. Okay, so this is what I want to do. I'm getting ready to drop the link in the chat. I need everybody to go lock in your spot. If you join Lifetime, still go lock in your spot. My team will manually upgrade you to VIP. Okay, team, drop the link for the challenge in the chat for me. After you lock in your spot, just type ready, just type committed in the chat. After you lock in your spot, type committed in the chat. Join the 5-day challenge. Let's go do it now. Let's all do it together. So this is what we're going to do. You're going to click on the link to join the 5-day challenge. When you click on the link to join the 5-day challenge, this is what it's going to look like, okay? You're going to go here. We start in 11 days. 11 days, you're going to go to reserve your spot now. You're going to type your name, your email address, and your phone number to reserve your spot. It's completely free to be a part of the challenge, okay? If you want VIP, you have to either pay for VIP or you have to be Lifetime in the community. So if you're Lifetime, don't pay. Don't pay if you're Lifetime, okay? And my team will upgrade you. we are going to show you how to grow your business. So this week was about funding your business, understanding what grants are, how to get access to the money. But I realize that there are so many entrepreneurs that need help and support with the growth of their business. And that's what I want to focus on. How to build out your AI team, how to make sure you are selling your business, how to do webinars. Y'all don't want to miss this. Lock in your spot. Lock in your spot. Locked in, locked in. Now, I'm in for the challenge. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right, so this is what we're going to do. I'm getting ready to announce the winner of, let me go find the winner of the $100. Let me go find the winner of the $100. All right, so the winner of the $100 savings account giveaway is Gianna. I'm hoping I'm not saying that wrong. Gianna Malines, are you in the room? You don't have to be in the room for this giveaway. Gina, like Gina, I'm sorry. Hi. Congratulations to you.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
No problem. We appreciate you for taking action. So check your emails. My
Mhm.
team will to you to get your information to send you over the $100 investment.
Fantastic. Thank you so much.
Thank you. All right, that's for the savings account. Now let's go to the business account. Let's go to the business account. Let's go to the business account. Let's go, let's go, let's go. All right, it's going to be Cotina Taylor. Cotina Taylor, are you in the room? Cotina Taylor, are you in the room? Congratulations, Flag.
Thank you.
How you
Thank
feeling?
you. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. So my team will reach out to you. We have a $100 giveaway for you just for taking action. So the first investment into your new business account. Congratulations to you.
Thank you.
Awesome. Awesome. All right, you guys, let's get ready to announce the MacBook winner. So somebody's going to win the new MacBook Neo. First of all, your camera has to be on. Your camera has to be on. So make sure your camera is on. Make sure your camera is on. Let me know in the chat, what color MacBook do you want? Let me know in the chat. What color Mac? They have pink, they have yellow, they have silver, they have a purple. What color MacBook do you want? Let me know in the chat. What color MacBook do you want? All right, so I picked this person because they have shown up every single day. Their camera has been on. They have been locked in. They took action. And oh my, you know what, you guys? I might have to do. Okay, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to give one away today. And then I'm going to give another MacBook away in our challenge. Okay, because I got two people I kind of want to give it to. Oh man. Okay, so the winner of the MacBook Neo is going to be a ray of sunshine, a ray of sunshine. Congratulations to you. Congratulations. How you feeling?
Thank you so much, Coach K. I have been looking for a Neo because I'm a part of this organization and we get like stipends and stuff. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get a camera and then I'm gonna get the MacBook Neo. So I'm so excited. Thank you so much.
Congratulations to you. So you guys, she is a youth entrepreneur, but she's been locked in, like camera on, taking action. She couldn't open up the checking account and savings account, so she couldn't do that giveaway. But she's been locked in and so committed. You guys say congratulations in the chat. I can see that you're gonna do amazing things with it. I looked at your social media. I see you're doing your content and you have the business. So I know that this will help you in your business. So I'm just excited that I was able to pour into you. So congratulations.
So much.
Awesome, awesome, you guys. Awesome, awesome. All right, so we're gonna do another giveaway in the challenge. I'm gonna do another MacBook giveaway in the challenge. Somebody said best choice ever. I think I agree. I think I agree. I think I agree. All right, so this is what we're getting ready to do. We're getting ready to go over to the VIP call. We're going to go over to the VIP call. If for whatever reason you don't have access to your VIP resources, team, can you drop the link in the chat for customer support? Okay, inside the VIP call, we're going to do a Q&A. So I'm going to be able to answer questions. Check your text messages because our emails have been acting weird. So check your text messages. We're going to text you right at 3 o'clock. We're going to start 3 p.m. 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're going to start with the VIP call. And then make sure that you, one second, you guys. Okay. And then make sure you check your text messages because we're going to we're going to text you there. We're going to apply for 50,000. We're going to apply for a couple of grants together, one of them being a $50,000 grant. And then we're going to do a live Q&A session as well. Okay. So if you're not in VIP, you're missing out on an opportunity for me to walk you through actually applying for some grants and answering any questions that you have about your business. I love you guys. I appreciate you for locking in with me for 2 days. And I'll see you guys inside the VIP room. We're going to start in 8 minutes. So make sure you're in the room. See you guys there.